Good morning, everyone. So, dear students, so wishing you, first of all, I want to wish you all the very best for your journey 2023 A levels. Now you have reached to 2.5 year course. That is not just moving like grade 9 to 10, 10 to 11. Okay, it's a comprehensive session and it is very competitive in this stage. It's A level science and A level maths. Okay, the most competitive courses in A-level advanced level sessions. So we're going to start the A-level science. In that A-level science part, we have to discuss the chemistry course. Okay. So first of all, I'll introduce my subject. That's the point. Okay. So in the today's session, this is the introduction to chemistry. So I'll be introducing my subject. I'll be introducing the university courses. I'll be introducing the basic parts in chemistry, lessons, term tests, okay, syllabus, teacher's guide, practicals, okay. And then I'll be starting the foundation course. In foundation course, I'm targeting to discuss some specific points, especially the maths part, the simplifications part relevant to the chemistry session, and then the points that you have to clear in your O levels, specifically calculations part, moles, concentration, ppm, writing formula, balancing equations, likewise. So that part I'm targeting to cover through this session. So hope you will be joining at your best levels. So try to have a proper seat and try to have a notebook, okay, and questions book, pencil, okay. And it is better to have a logarithm book, okay, as we are discussing it. Yes. So in this session, you can ask questions from me. Okay, you can ask questions from me using Zoom chat. Okay, please ask questions like that, and then in the other stages we will be opening your mic, and then you can ask questions from your microphone also. In this A-level chemistry session, first of all, before discussing about A-level chemistry, about A-levels. Okay, A-levels. So you have grade 5 scholarship, okay, grade 5 scholarship, and then in grade 11 you are doing your O levels, and okay, in grade 30 some students grade 10, okay, 10 level. In grade 13 you are doing advanced levels. Okay, so these are the three basic exams in the school life. Okay, in your school life, these are the three basic exams. So actually grade 1 to 5 was a very competitive exam. Some students have faced this exam and some students they haven't faced. Some had a grade 5 scholarship. It's okay. Now, when we are coming to grade 11, grade 10, okay, this was a very competitive exam. Definitely I'll accepting that. But in grade 11 and grade 10, that's all levels. You have like 10 subjects, 9 subjects. Okay. You have practicals, different subjects. So it is very, very important. You have to understand now in this level, you are doing 10 subjects, okay? Sometimes 9 subjects. In our school life, we have discussed 10 subjects. We have done 10 subjects. Okay? So now, you have faced 9 subjects and you are hoping to receive results for those 9 subjects. Receive results for those 9 subjects. And then in A levels, basically how many subjects you are getting? Okay. Basically, how many subjects? So in A levels, you know, we have 5 sections. But after sections, discuss in A levels. What are those? Yeah, you know, in A levels, we have A level math stream, A level bioscience stream, A level commerce stream, okay, and then A level art stream, A level tech stream, technology. That stream is also available. Okay. So then, out of those 5 sections, you have selected A level maths or A level science, bioscience. Okay, math science section select is it? That is very important. So that is actually the most important section, okay, in your A level life. That will be the most important decision in your A level life, as I accept. Okay, in my life also it is exactly the same. After completing O levels, I have selected to do A level science. So now, okay, after like 15 years, my A-level examination, after my A-level examination, when I'm looking back, I'm really happy about that decision. So you also have to be happy, and you have to work really hard to get that much of a feeling in science. Actually, it is a very interesting subject. Okay, I'm not disclaiming the other subjects. Those are also very interesting, but this is somewhat a different culture. Okay? Science is a different culture. Okay? So very calm people, very kind people, a different types. Okay, not very. They're not very. They are just hardworking, okay? Hardworking students, hardworking people. Okay? And then the thinking pattern will also be changed when you are doing A-level science. So first of all, my question. Okay, my question. When you are discussing A-level science, okay, we have 3 subjects. Okay, you have 3 subjects. I think you have heard this thing again and again. So I'm not going to discuss descriptively. I'm just giving the summary. Okay, I'm just giving the summary. So in A-levels, you have basically 3 subjects. So combined maths, okay, otherwise biology. When you're doing A-level science, combined maths or biology. Okay. Combined maths means A-level maths, and biology means A-level bio. Yeah. And then apart from that, you have physics. Physics. Definitely, physics subject is there. And apart from this physics, you have A-level chemistry, otherwise sometimes A-level ICT. Okay. So in my session, the students will not take part in my session. Okay. But this is A-level science. So when we are focusing about this part, okay, so you have joined dealing with this session, okay, related to this chemistry, physics combined maths, or biology, physics combined maths, this area. So it is very interesting. Actually, from these 3 subjects, these are the main 3 subjects. Chemistry is very special. If you are doing especially maths, okay, combined maths and physics, they'll be just like in the same arena, same pattern, okay, same structure. So then when you are discussing chemistry, it's a bit different. It's a bit different. It's a different type of experience you'll be getting. Okay? And it is very easy, I must say. Okay? Most of the math students, they have heard chemistry is the difficult subject when you are doing A-level combined maths. No, I'm telling, when you are doing A-level combined maths, the most difficult subject, if you are finding the most difficult subject, all the subjects will be the same. Okay, but if you are trying to find the most if you're trying to find the subject with that hard working, you have to work very hard, really hard. That subject is combined maths. Okay, definitely you'll be feeling that. Okay? If combined maths is very easy to you, then don't worry. Okay, chemistry will not be a certain subject like that. It's really easy. Okay, so very easy. Okay, so that is very important. In that case, but you should understand, chemistry will be the most interesting subject. And when you are doing biology, I must explain about biology students. Biology again. Yeah, you have biology, physics, and chemistry. Okay? Biology, physics, and chemistry. So in this region also, the most important subject, okay, the most important subject is biology. You're doing biology because you have to work really hard. You have to study. Other than that, from these 3 subjects, physics is the next important subject. Okay? That is, when we consider bio students, they are used to study. Okay? They used to study. But when you consider physics here, okay, what do you have to do? Physics bio, physics, and chemistry, you have to work really hard with physics. Okay? Chemistry will not be an issue like that much. Okay? First of all, I'm telling, all the subjects are interesting. First, love the subjects. First, like those subjects and do your best. Then definitely you will become specialized. Now, in my university life, I have seen many students. I have seen many students. They are doing physics special. Do you know those physics special students? They are doing biology. They have done A-level biology. A-level biology in campus in university. They have done physics special. So in physics, definitely when you are reaching to the university level, you'll be getting differentiation, integration, mathematics sections will be there. But they have done those things also. and because of their favoriteness. Okay, they are very favored to physics. Likewise. Okay, so chemistry is an intermediate subject. Definitely will be this subject will be the most favorite subject for you when we are joining with us when we are doing our course. But try to keep the other two subjects also in a balanced region. That's what I have discussed about the other two. So then in my next case, I want to discuss, we have three basic chapters: combined maths, biology, physics, chemistry, ICT, these three subjects. Other than these three subjects, how many subjects you have to learn in school? Now we are school teachers. So we know how many subjects in grade 12 and grade 13 you have to learn. So you have to learn two more subjects. Okay, you have to learn two more subjects. One is general English. One is general English. Okay, the other one is GIT. Okay. GIT, General Information Technology. Even you are not doing ICT, you have to follow GIT. There's a special guidance book. For general English also, there's a textbook. Okay. So the GIT exam will be an online exam last year. Okay. And it is compulsory. You have to face GIT exam. But this GIT and general English results, those results will not be directly targeted to your university admission. Again, with the university admission, making issue. Okay. Because of that, most of the students, science students, they are not caring about general English and GIT. But I must say, don't do like that. Okay, I must say, don't do like that. General English is very important. It's not like your O-level English. It's a bit different. Okay, if you have practiced literature, okay, it's a bit different. Okay, so general English and GIT will be getting some interesting ideas about the technology, and then English. Okay, day-to-day English life. Okay, for English medium students, there's no issue. But I must say, you have 5 subjects. In your term test also, you get these 5 papers. Okay, you'll be getting 5 subjects. But generally, when you are moving to classes, you are moving only to 3 classes for this. Okay, 3 classes. Now, sometimes you'll be thinking, now I had 9 subjects in all levels, A-level, 3 subjects. It's great. Okay, yes, it's great. But it's like 9 subjects. Okay, I must say it's like 9 subjects because we have to work hard for each and every subject because there are some different patterns, different sections in each and every subject. To get chemistry, we have 4 sections. So like 4 subjects: general chemistry, organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, and physical chemistry. I'll explain it later. Okay? So like 4 subjects, actually. So then it is very interesting. You have to have 5 subjects. Then in your A-level paper, you're facing your A-levels in 2023. In your A-level paper, you have to face not to 5 subjects, but to 6 different papers. You know what is? Okay? You have to face combined maths or the biology paper, physics paper, chemistry paper. Okay, 3 papers. Yes. General English paper and GIT. Okay, GIT paper. Yes, GIT exam will be held not in 2023. Most of the times it will be held in 2022. Okay, 1 year before. That was the general pattern. In last years also, they have taken the GIT exam in 2022, not in 2023. Okay, I don't know about 2023. So hopefully it will be before your A-level examination, GIT. So in your school, there's a specific subject called GIT, and there's a GIT teacher. She or he will be teaching that subject. Okay, it's very simple. If you have done O-level ICT, it's very basic. Okay, no need to worry about this general English and this. So what was the next subject? Okay, I told in A-levels you have to face 6 papers. Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, you have answered that. So that is general knowledge. GK general knowledge. Okay, or common general test. CGT, common general test. In here you will be getting an MCQ paper, like 50 MCQ paper. And then from this common general test, there's a certain effect to your university admission. You should score at least 30 marks, okay, 30% marks or above 30% marks in order to have the university admission. If you are getting 3 A's in your A-level subjects, if you are not getting the relevant amount of marks in the CGT, common general test, it is not eligible to admit the university course that you are preferring in that region. Yeah. So it is very interesting. It's very simple test. Okay, no need to worry. You don't want to go to GK classes, CGT classes. Okay, it's very simple in science students. when you consider science students, they're just facing the exam and definitely they will be getting. Okay. For this common general test, you will be getting 10 questions based on day-to-day life. Day-to-day life means like recent past, political background, social background, okay, some sport background, okay, like Olympics in 2028 where it will be held. Likewise, they can ask. Okay, so those are called some timely background questions, CGT, common general test. Okay, so no need to worry about those. So I have now it is clear. You have to face these papers in your LL exam. So what will be the timetable? Actually, for the first of all, in combined maths, you'll be when you consider combined maths and biology, you'll be starting from combined and biology. Is combined maths paper. Combined maths, you'll be starting from the PO paper. Then you will be getting 1 day leave, and then in the next day, combined maths applied paper. For the same day, when you're having the combined maths PO paper, you have the bio paper. And bio paper means for the biology students, you have the bio first paper. Then there will be 1 day, okay, or sometimes bio first paper is today and bio second paper is tomorrow. Sometimes bio first paper is today and there's a gap, 1 day gap, and then the bio second paper. Likewise, it's not like your O-levels. In your O-levels, you had the O-level science first morning, science second, also in the morning, then the maths, history. But in A-levels, it's totally different. Okay, totally different. Even the first paper and the second paper, they are available in 2 different days. 2 different days. Okay. Physics. Now, when you are finishing the combined maths, you will be getting the physics paper. Before the physics paper, you will be having at least 2 days gap. 2-day holiday. Okay. Then the physics first paper. Then 1 day remaining, 1 day gap. Again, the physics second paper. Okay. Then the chemistry paper. After 2 days, chemistry first. Then again 1 day, chemistry second. That's the general trend. That will not be changed. Now you have faced your O-level maths on a Monday, isn't it? So I have faced my O-level maths also on Monday. That's a general tradition. Science paper is on Saturday, maths paper is on Monday. Because when you're doing O-level maths, you have to work out. So they are giving certain time period, okay? Saturday evening and Sunday. Likewise, A-levels also, they have thought, and A-level examination department, they are thinking about the subject conditions, okay, the situations of those subjects, and they are helping students to get high marks, keeping a certain gap between the subjects. Okay. Then after finishing chemistry, you'll be getting the general English paper and then the GK paper. Okay, GIT exam will be just before your A-level examination, sometimes 3 months before, sometimes 6 months before. I think it's clear. Okay. So Buddha, what we have to know next? So if you have any questions, you can ask at the same time. Okay. Buddha questions okay, මම අහලා තියෙනවා සෙට් ස්කෝර් එක ගැන කියන්න කියලා මම කියන්නම්. ඒ ගැන යුනිවර්සිටි බුක් එකකුත් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මම දෙනවා. යුනිවර්සිටි හෑන්ඩ් අවුට් එක ටික. ඉතින් ඔක්කොම කියලා දෙනවා. හරි. අදම සබ්ජෙක්ට් එක ඔක්කොම ටික ෆස්ට් ලෙසන් එක උගන්නගෙන යන්න ඕනේ නෑනේ. හරි. So let's get ready for A-level chemistry, get in the background. Okay. So this is the A-level background. Okay. A-level science background. So when you are following A-level combined maths with physics and chemistry, definitely you can attend engineering. University, you can be an engineer. So when you are considering engineer, there are certain sections. Okay. Engineer vela godak sections තියෙනවා. Okay. Sections 8කට වැඩිය තියෙනවා. So initially electronic engineer, electrical engineer, aircraft engineer, okay, chemical engineer, mechanical engineer, okay, and then civil engineer. So likewise structural engineer, godak versions තියෙනවා. Software engineer. So then those engineering sessions, those engineering courses, BSc engineering, that degree, BSc engineering first class honors, okay, that degree will be applicable, or that degree will be available when you are doing combined maths, physics and chemistry. But if you are doing ICT, you won't be able to get BSc engineering degree. Okay, I must say. So in recent years also, I have seen some students, they have done ICT, and then like doing after 2 or 3 months, they are coming to chemistry. I don't know why I said. I asked the reason. So that she's a girl. She said that she want to be a software engineer in that area. Okay, software engineer. That's what she selected chemistry. So in order to become a software engineer, getting that BSc engineering, software engineering degree, that thing, chemistry should be done. Okay, the course chemistry should be done without doing ICT. Is it clear? That's the important. Actually, when you're considering ICT and chemistry, it's totally different. Okay, I know in my school we have students. Okay, so then ICT is bit simple compared to chemistry. Actually, I'll be accepting that. But chemistry is more interesting. Okay, both are subjects. Okay, but I'm saying this is a bit easy. If you are selecting easiest subject, just select business studies. That is the most easiest subject. Okay, then select geography. Then select history, Sinhala. Okay, but here this is not just selecting the most easiest subject. Most important subjects to your future, your university admissions, or your postgraduate life. Okay, to a foreign degree. That's what we are selecting. Okay, so it is very, very important for the to know the future of your subjects. So when you're doing chemistry, physics, and combined maths, you can attend to any university course without any restriction. Okay, you can say directly BSc engineering degrees you can apply. And then when you're doing biology, you can't do ICT. Okay, biology can run ICT can run. So there is biology, physics, and chemistry. Okay, that's the combined. And then other than physics, okay, some students instead of physics, I have seen bio students, instead of physics, they are doing agriculture. Okay? Instead of physics, they are doing agriculture. So it is also possible. Okay? It is also possible. So if you are willing to attend Peradeniya Agricultural Department, Agricultural Faculty, this will be a great chance. Bio, agri, and chemistry. Yeah. So it is your wish. Agriculture. It's a developing section. Okay? Not just in Sri Lanka, but in different countries like Japan, okay? Australia, New Zealand, Canada. This agriculture that's developing. Agriculture means not just moving to the field, okay, paddy field, okay, using laptops, and then they are developing new innovations, new products. Okay, yes. So I think that's enough related to the initial approach. So I have discussed about the A-level subjects. Okay, and then first of all, let's discuss about the Z score. Okay, Z score. So Z score is a competitive mark. Okay. The maximum Z score a student can get is 4.0000, okay, out of 4 subjects. Then, okay, when you consider the main three subjects, combined maths, chemistry, and physics. Then biology, chemistry, and physics. Those 3 subjects. And then when we are considering the A-level Z score, this combined maths, when in combined maths, you will be getting how to make this Z score valid. Okay, as a question you will be discussing. So in my session, I don't want to discuss how to calculate the Z value. I'll just discuss about the Z score and that effect. Okay. So basically, in order to have a Z score, you have to pass all the 3 subjects. First of all, passing the 3 subjects means getting 3S. Okay. So if you are getting 3S for your main subjects, what are the main subjects? I explained. Okay. Combined bio, then physics, chemistry. So if you are getting at least 3S to this subject, you'll be getting a Z score. But if one subject is down, you don't get a Z score. Okay. You won't be getting a Z score because you have failed. A-level examination is failed when you are failing one subject. Like a subject ka fail no, A-level fail. Okay, you can't repeat that extra subject in the next year. You can just think subject A, one student, it's failed. Then in the next attempt, he or she is trying to do that subject. It is not accepted. You should do all the 3 subjects. All the 3 subjects. Okay, in order to move into the second shine. So in A-levels, you have 3 shies. So most of the science students, they are doing second shies, third shies, but the best shie is first shie because 2 years, 7 months. But when you're coming to the second shie or the third shie, okay, it is just 8 months, 9 months. Okay. So at the beginning, from the very beginning, if you are organizing, if you are planning, if you're working really hard, that's not a game. Okay. I have seen most of the students, they are entering into the university life from their first shie. Okay, from their first shie. Because of the dedication. Okay. They love that target. They dedicate to that target. They have only one topic in their A-level life, that is university admission or their dream. Okay, electrical engineering, okay, aircraft engineering, or a special person in your mind. Okay, yes. So that is about set score. When we are considering set score, I'll be sharing my document. Now, first of all, I start before chemistry. I'll be discussing the background. Now we can see this document. This is University Handbook. Okay, this is the University Handbook in 2019 and 20. Okay, so now this year is 2020 and 21. It is this is 2019 and 20. Okay, this is 2019 and 2020. So in this University Handbook, you can see okay, the undergraduate courses, admission to the undergraduate courses of universities of Sri Lanka. Okay, so minimum requirements to the university admission. You can see at least 3 years grades you should score, and then 30% of the marks from the common general test. Okay, this is the minimum criteria. But you know, when you are getting 3 years, you won't be able to attend the university because of the competition. Because of the competition, you don't want to attend. You won't be able to attend. Okay. Okay. So at least 3 years, 2 years 1B, ABB, 2Bs 1C, likewise different structures. Okay. And then candidates who have not obtained 30% or above to the common general paper are not eligible for the registration for the courses of study of the universities which they have not been based on Z score of the current academic year. Okay. So they should score more than 30% of marks. Okay. So then he or she should attend the session, attend the 30% above, exceed the 30% mark in order to attend the universities. Okay, university life. So you can read this. I'll be sharing this document, but I'm giving the most important ones. Okay, most important ones. When you're considering this one, cutoff marks. So what is cutoff mark? Okay, so for each and every subject, they are releasing cutoff marks, just like your scholarship marks. You have a scholarship mark, but in order to select your school, there's a cutoff mark. Just think about your sister or brother. Okay, now recent past cutoff mark for Royal College, 191. Likewise. So likewise, depending on the competition, they will be releasing the cutoff mark for each and every university. So these are the universities in Sri Lanka. Okay, so we have like 19 universities, 18 or 19 universities according to this. University of Colombo, Peradeniya, Jadanpura, Kelaniya, Moratuwa. Likewise, you have several universities. Okay, but I must say the best universities, the university ranking, there's world university ranking. So depending on the world university rankings, okay, these are the best universities, especially the best university. If you are doing A-level science, that's University of Colombo. And if you are doing maths, okay, if you're doing maths, I mean, if you're attending the courses from maths session, that is maths section, that is University of Moratuwa. Okay, so let's see. Now in biological stream, when you're doing biological stream, you can attend these courses. Okay, the first course is medicine, A-level medicine. Okay, the best university is Colombo University. Then dental, it's available in Peradeniya. Veterinary, okay, related to animal science. So then in Peradeniya, this is also available. Agriculture, okay, food science, Ayurveda. Okay, you have several courses. Like pharmacy, okay. You know, I think these ones. Okay, no need to explain more and more. If you have any issues, I can explain. Okay, so these are the courses. So just keep your target under these sessions. If you're doing biology, what is my point? Okay, under medicine, you have to keep remember specific target, not just medicine. Okay, a different target. Okay, medicine වල තියාගන්න ඕන හොඳම target එක. හරි. A doctor, surgeon. Okay, surgeon. Okay. Likewise, MD. Likewise, I'll be discussing about this region. Okay. Yes. So these are the different courses: nursing, pharmacy, radiology, physiotherapy, environmental science. Okay. They have different areas. Yes. So for A-level math students, so this is the region. Engineering. Okay. This engineering course is available only for the students who are doing chemistry. Okay. Then physical science. This is the next important one. Computer science. Okay. Applied science. Transport and logistic management. Industrial statistics, okay, computing and information systems, physical science, ICT. Within ICT and physical science are Venamati. Physical science, ICT. Okay, so this is physical science for science students. Okay, yes, that is physical science stream. Courses study for students with different subject streams are available. Okay, So if you are doing different subjects, actually by doing A-level science, you can do A-level university, you can admit to law entrance. It's a competitive one, but you can do. Okay, QS, quantity survey. Okay, then architecture, a very important section. Okay, designing. If you want to be a proctor, okay, a planning engineer can be here. Okay, IT. Okay, IT. That's also very important. GIT and IT. That section. Okay, MIT. Okay, so I think you have you can search these ones. I will be sharing these documents. No need to discuss more and more. And if you are very specific related to sports science, you can do this degree, sports science management. If you are a sportman, like a cricketer, okay, and some swimmer, so you can do this thing. It's very interesting. Sports science and management. The degree is very reputed in Sri Lanka and foreign universities also. This is accepted. Speech and hearing science related to biology. Okay, physical education, PT. Okay, the training one. So likewise, there are so many courses in Sri Lanka. Okay, software engineering. So I can share this handbook so you can read more and more. This is not the time to discuss each and every course. Okay. Yes. So then these are the universities for medicine. Okay. So when you consider medicine, these are the acceptable universities in Sri Lanka. University of Colombo, it's the best university. Okay. Colombo medicine. The doctors like name within brackets, they are writing Colombo. Why they are writing Colombo? Okay. Because Colombo University is the best university in Sri Lanka to study medicine. Okay. Colombo University. Okay. Then Peradeniya, Srijanapura, Kalaniya, Ruhuna. Okay. So, you know, recently Morato University also attended medicine. Then the Morato University get the medicine. Okay. University of Morato last year. Okay. Dental, it's available only in Peradeniya, veterinary, Peradeniya, agriculture. Okay. Peradeniya, likewise, you have some courses. Okay, you can read this. Okay. And I'll be shifting to the math students. Okay. This one, engineering. You can see engineering is available in these universities. Peradeniya, Jaffna, Ruhuna, Moratua, and Jadanapura, these universities. Okay. So there is engineering. Other than engineering, you have different sections, textile and clothing, earth resources, likewise. Okay. In engineering, you have different versions. I'll explain what is that. Okay. Engineering will have versions. Okay. Questions for the this physical science. Have you seen your sirs, okay, your teachers, they are sharing a degree called BSc. Okay. BSc, Bachelor of Science. Okay. Bachelor of Science. So this BSc degree, okay, this BSc degree means this physical science. Okay, that degree. And some they are sharing BSc Engineering. That means this one, BSc Engineering. Okay. BSc Engineering. So if you have done a BSc degree, you can do MScs, okay, Master of Science, and then PhDs, okay, Professor or lecture, okay. So computer science, applied science, likewise, you have physical students, you have these courses, okay. Physical science, ICT කියලා තියෙන මේ ICT අයන එක. වෙනවනේ. හරි. ඒකට වෙනම courses තියෙනවා. So then university admission book එකේ mention කරලා තියෙනවා cut-off marks of the previous year. Okay, please read this. Cut-off marks of the previous year, okay, to be used as a guide for the students to understand the patterns of demand for courses of study. So this is what they are giving. Okay, please do not depend on these marking decisions. Cut-off marks may vary between years. From years to years, this cut-off marks will be vary. Okay, so please do not depend on this. So these are the cut-off marks for different subjects. You can see medicine, University of Colombo, it's 2.2191. Okay, 2.2191. Dental, okay, 1.86. Likewise, you had each and every course. Okay, and here physical science, Colombo, okay, physical science Colombo 1.4. Okay, 1.4. Likewise, we have. Okay. So then biological science, Colombo 1.5624. It's 4 decimals. You'll be getting a set score. Definitely your set score should be higher than this value in order to select to this university course. This is the cutoff mark. You'll be getting the set score with your result in A-level examination. Okay, when you get A-level results, you'll be getting a set score. That set score should be higher than this value in order to attend that course. Clear? So from district wise, you can see this change. Okay, In Sri Lanka, district-wise, the Z scores are changed. And from university-wise also, Z scores are changed. Now, engineering, University of Peradeniya, this is the Z score. Okay. Engineering, University of Moratuwa, that's a different Z score. Okay, can you see engineering, University of Moratuwa, it is 1.8. But University of Peradeniya, that's 1.7. 1.8, 1.7. So depending on your performance, your university will be changed. Okay. Sometimes you'll be getting University of Jaffna. Okay. So this NQC means not qualified in Colombo. Okay. That no students will be entering into this university. In some districts, they are entering into that university. You can see Nuwara here. Okay. There's a certain qualified amount. It is basing on the district level. Okay. And then this one, medicine. Can you see? In Sri Lanka, for medicine, there's 1,590 students they are taking. 1,590 students medicine in year 2022, means last year. Okay, for medicine from Sri Lanka, that means from entire districts, all the districts, all the students, A-level kocharak lena the students. Okay, from those students, will be getting they'll be giving like only 1,590 medicine students. Then dental, it's 90. Veterinary, it's 100. So you can see the competition. Okay, competition. So that's what you have to work really hard. Biology, 1,400. Okay, so engineering, you can see it is 2,803. 2,083. 2,083. So engineering, the number of engineering students are higher than the medical students. So likewise, even you are not selecting to engineering, if you are not preferring engineering, there are very important sections like QBase, computer science, okay, physical science. All these courses are available for science students, okay, without any issue. Okay. Physical science, survey science, okay, like this. So I'll be sharing this document for your reference. Okay, no need to explain. Software engineering, 100 students. Okay, so in Moratuwa University, software engineering, this course 100 students. Can you see engineering technology? What is this engineering technology? This is ET, science for technology. You know, tech section. In the tech section, they're taking these students. Okay, when you're doing A-level tech, okay, A-level bioscience and technology, these students. Okay, so it's very important. This is university-based courses. So in University of Colombo, you have medicine, and only 190 students will be enrolled from Sri Lanka to medicine, Colombo medicine. Okay, 1,500 ගානෙම පුතා 190 තමයි ගන්න medicine වලට කොළඹට. හරි. Then biological science means BSc. Okay, physical science means math students BSc. For math students, when you are doing BSc, it is known as physical science. For bio students, when you are doing BSc, that is known as biological science. There's no difference. The degree is same. Okay, subjects are different. Management means A-level management. When you are doing A-level commerce, that's 630. Okay. So nursing, likewise, you can study. Okay. So I'll be sharing. Then Jayawardenepura, it's 160 students for medicine. Engineering, 120 students. Okay. So then you can see University of Kelaniya, medicine 165, biological science 185. In Kelaniya, you don't have engineering. Kelaniya engineering kela course එකක් නම් නැහැ. Medicine තිබ්බට. Kelaniya කියලා කියන්නේ රාගම medical faculty. Okay. So then, University of Moratuwa, you can see medicine 60 students. Okay. Medicine, engineering 723 students. All the other students are attended to University of Peradeniya, Jayawardenepura, Jaffna, Ruhuna, likewise. Okay. Yes. So then, can move to the next courses. Peradeniya, University of Peradeniya. It is very specific. Okay. Peradeniya. Can you see medicine 205, dental science 90. Okay, dental science 90, veterinary science, that's 100. Veterinary science is only available in Peradeniya. Okay, it's a nice field. Okay, if you have pets, you know what is that point. Okay, veterinary science. So dental surgery and medicine, biological science, engineering, Peradeniya engineering. It's a nice university. I think the most beautiful university in Sri Lanka, Peradeniya, and then Jayawardenepura. This is engineering, 435 students. Okay, Pera. Pera කියලා කියන්නේ මොරටුව මෝරා කියලා කියන්නේ. හරි. So University of Ruhuna, medicine 240. Okay. Engineering 510 likewise. Okay. හරි මම values ගැන කිව්වා ඇති නේද? ඒ වගේ ගොඩක් තියෙනවා පුතා මේ මට කියලා ඉවර කරන්න බෑ book එක share කරන්න. හරි. ඒ ටික තමයි engineering ගැන කියන්න තියෙන්නේ. හරි. හොඳයි මම ඔන්න ඩිස්කස් කරා ඔයගලන්ට යුනිවර්සිටි කෝසස් ගැන මම PDF එක එවනම් පුතාලගේ group එකට කිසිම issue එකක් නැහැ මගේ PDF එක මම එවනවා what could be the sharing recording the recording in the WhatsApp group set the score best mark 2012 job stream best marks okay medicine physiology okay was under medicine. Yes, psychology, it's a common subject. Okay, when you consider psychology, it's a common subject that is available as a common subject. That means sometimes art students, commerce students, okay, and that's a common subject. You can practice it not just under medicine. Even mathematics students, they are doing this subject. Okay, they are doing this subject. No issue. Law is a common subject. Okay, law is a common subject. It is very important. Okay. So then I think it is clear about the Z-score. If you have more issues, please ask. I can answer. Where we can do aircraft engineering. Okay. So in University of Moratuwa, that subject is available, aircraft engineering. But if you want to prefer more, okay, about that subject, I think you have to attend to Kotalawala Defense University, and then there are some private universities in Sri Lanka. They're doing that aircraft engineering, those courses, basic courses. And then if you want to become a pilot, you can attend to that part, and then you can move on that section. Okay. But in University of Moratuwa, electrical engineering, that part is the most electrical and electronic engineering. That is the most reputed degree session in that. If you are studying about aircraft engineering for further learning, you have to attend to a foreign university, or in KDU also that course is somewhat extended. In marine engineering, navigation engineering, okay, those courses also available. Kotalawala Defense University. Okay, so I'll discuss about that when we are discussing the next day, and in this next day we can discuss about those things. But try to search. You have search engines, lot of search engines, so you can search it. I'll be sharing this university handbook. So that is all. Okay, so මේක මම යුනිවර්සිටි එකකුත් පොඩක් පෙන්නුවත් හොඳයි නේද? හරි. යුනිවර්සිටි එකක් චුට්ටක් තාම ගිහිලා නැහැනේ. යුනිවර්සිටි හරි. නිසා යුනිවර්සිටි එකක් අපි චුට්ටක් බලලා ඉමු. Just wait 1 minute. Yes. So this is University of Sri Jayanthapura, my university. These are random photos taken by me. So I think it's not shared still. Yes, now it's shared. Yes, can you see how it's nice? Okay, it's really nice. It's really natural. Okay, and a lovely feeling. It's not just like a school. There's no principal. There's no prefects. Okay, there's no bells. Okay, bell gahane na teacher, principal na prefects na. It's very natural, and it's very calm. Okay, first of all, I want to say it's a lovely background, and it's 100% free. Okay, you don't charge any cent for this university admissions. They will be giving you a scholarship. Okay, for myself, in my A levels, I have received a level Mahapola scholarship also. Okay, in that time, it's 5,000 rupees. Okay, for 1 month, 5,000 rupees for 1 month. Yes, so this is another one. Okay, this is near the science faculty. Okay, near the science faculty is Sumangala. And this is the buildings. Okay, so then you can see the freedom, how students are moving here and there. Okay, just I want to explain this. Okay, how they are moving here and there. And then this, okay, natural background. This is the largest pool in Sri Lanka. Okay, this is highest than Sugadasa. Okay, Sugadasa pool එක වඩා මේක ලොකුයි, මේ ලංකාවේ ලොකුම pool එක. Okay, we have 10 lanes. Okay, so if you have very fluent in this region, I mean swimmer, okay, you can attend, because we have university games, Sri Lankan university games, and then it is eligible to attend to foreign universities. You can get scholarships, masters from your sports sections. Okay, so if you are fluent in sports, music, drama, university is the best point. Okay, don't give up those things. In university, you can brush up those things really well. Okay, so this is this University of Sri Jayanthapura. Okay, I'm sharing my university. So these are the points that you are studying. Okay, study kind of points, body points, like just like huts. Okay, you can eat, you can study, you can sing, you can dance, anything. Okay, no issues. and there are several canteens here and there. Not think එක නම් තියෙනවා. Okay. This is called Kala canteen. හරි. ඒ වගේ තියෙනවා මේකට නම් ඉතින් අපිට යුනිවර්සිටි එකේ කියන නම් හරි. මේ තියෙන house එකට උගලන්ට ground එක දිහා බලන්න සෙල්ලම් කරන්න පුළුවන්. This is the playground there. Okay. We have 3 playgrounds. So likewise, both Kasunsa and me, we have attended to University of Sri Jayanapura. Dilanse also in this university, our university. So it's very freedom. Okay, this that ground. You can play LA, okay, cricket, anything. No issues. Okay, no time. This is the time. This is called a canteen. Make it my canteen. Okay, just like a library, but students are studying while they are eating and they are talking and they are discussing everything. Okay, everything. So one of my favorite places. This is called gym canteen. Like a gym. Okay, you have a gymnasium. Okay, this is the gym. Okay, you can see these machines. Okay, you can play carom. You can play karate. Okay, everything is available. Sports totally free, no charge. Okay, okay. So you can swim. You can move to the gym, and you can study everything. Okay, it's a village. This is, I think, they're playing karate or that practices gymnasium. So I'm not very fluent in sports. This is how they are eating. Okay, eating. They play. Sorry, playing carom. Sorry, they're playing carom. You can see this is university life. How the university life is. You can see. Okay, girls, boys, they're very calm, and then they are friend. Okay, one group. Okay, sharing their thoughts and everything. Okay, so I'll explain more. Okay, so this is just some arts. Okay, like this. You can see. Okay, so I'll take you to a university. Okay, my university. Okay, after getting the permission after this COVID region, we can visit these universities. No issue. My university, I can always move. It's the tennis court. This is a tennis court. Okay, you can get the tennis. That's those instruments from the gymnasium, and you can play. Okay, if you know, you can play. Otherwise, it's nothing to play. Okay, these are some political arenas. Okay, so this is okay called okay. This is Kasa. Okay, Kasa කියලා මෙතන සිංහලෙන් කියන්නේ නා. හරි. This is related to University of Management. Sorry, the management faculty and then science faculty. Is a very interesting place. Okay, these trees make a shade and then very lovely wind. Okay, everything is available. You can see these huts. Okay, students are they are studying. They are watching films. Wi-Fi is available. Okay, everything is available. Okay, so I have been like 6 years in this university. So then. It's really interesting. Okay, you can ride a bike or you can ride a car. If you have no issues, you can take the bike to here. Okay, ඕන දෙයක් කරන්න පුළුවන් පුතා කරන්න නම් බැරි දේවල් නැහැ. So this university bell එහෙම ගහන්නේ නැහැ, principal ලා නැහැ, teachers like that lecture hall එක ගාවට ආව ඉගෙනනවා ගියා. එච්චරයි. හරි. I think ඕවා තමයි ඉතින්. හරි. තව ගොඩක් දේවල් කියන්න තියෙනවා. මේ තියෙන photos ඉතින්. මම පෙන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ first day එකේම හරි ආස හිතෙන්න. ඉතින් university එකට ගියා වගේ හිතෙන්න ඕනේ. හරි. මෙන්න කනවා. පේනව නේද? ඔන්නෝම තමයි. හරි. කැම කන. හොඳයි නේ? හරි. ඉතින් කැම කෙනෙක් දෙන්නෙක් ගේනවා අනිත් පැයට ගේන්නේ. ඒක කැම කන. හරි. ඔහොම තමයි ඉතින්. හරි. හරි nice. ලස්සනයි. ඒකයි කියන්නේ. හරි. යන්න කියලා. මේ science. හරි. කැම ගන්න පොලිම තියෙනවා. හරි. There's a queue. So you have to wait until the food is delivered. It's not this KFC or this is not McDonald's. This is University of Sri Jayanapura. It's just the canteen. Okay. Yes. So students are studying for exams. They can discuss. They can have copies. Okay. Now you can copy kela. Hari. Then barani langar peno. Hari. They're discussing their programs. Okay. Everything. Hari. This management faculty. If you're doing LL Commerce, this is the best point in Sri Lanka to move. Okay. Management faculty. More than 1,700 students will be enrolling. Okay. And then this is a Wi-Fi zone. And this is a studying section. You can't eat here, but you can discuss anything. You can watch films. You can download any documents, anything. Okay. So this is a Wi-Fi zone. Okay. You can see students. Okay. No hairstyle. Okay. You can just see there's no parents even. Okay. So likewise, okay, I have some photos. So I'm sharing it. Okay. So just we have to move it fast. Yes, ඇතිනේද පුතා? හරි. ඔන්න මම කැම්පස් ගේප් එකක් කියලා දුන්නා. හරි. ඉතින් ආසාවෙන් යන්න campus. හරි. ආස කරන්න. Then definitely you can be in University of Marathi also the same nature. Okay. University of Marathi also the same nature. University of Perajina is a bit interesting, bit nice than this. But here, Colombo, University of Yadampura, it's also interesting. Yes, this is not online. That is just physically you have to visit. Okay, physically you have to visit. You have to walk. You have to move to the gym. You have to swim. You have to play tennis. Okay, you can play badminton, anything. Okay, hari. එතන ඔන්න university කියන්නේ. තව මොනවද කියන්න ඕන? යන්න කියලා තමයි කියන්නේ. හරි. තව ඉස්සරහට කතා කරමු. ගොඩක් දේවල් කියලා දෙන්න. හරිද? ඇති නේද? හරි. ඔක්කොම ෆොටෝස් මම ගත්ත ෆොටෝස්. හොඳයි. කොහෙන්වත් ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරලා ආරෙන්නේ නෙමෙයි. මම මගේ ෆෝන් එකේ මම කැම්පස් ගියාම ගත්ත ඒවා තමයි. හරි. Sorry. University entrance. So then the school life. Sorry. Yes. So when we consider the school life එක ගත්තාම අපි දැන් උඹලා ඉස්කෝලේ ගැන කතා කරමුකෝ. දැන් පුතාලා යන්නේ ඉස්කෝලේනේ. හරි. In your school, you'll be getting those 5 subjects, stages and everything. Other than that, you'll be having term tests. Other than that, you'll be having science days. Okay. Iskole science days thing. Right? Science days. Everybody plan කරන්න, everybody කරන්න. You have to have work really hard with team members. And then you have a big match. Okay. Big match එකක් තියෙනවා ඉස්කෝලේ. දන්නවනේ. අර පැරඩ් එකක් යනවා. හරි. ඒ වගේ හොඳ ගොඩක් දේවල් ඉස්කෝලේ වල තියෙනවා. හරි. තව මොනවද තියෙන්නේ? Science days, big match. හරි. trip එකක් යනවා. හරි. So we are sitting a trip. In my case, we have a sport day. අපි cricket match එකක් සෙල්ලම් කරනවා class එකේ ළමයි. හරි. අවුරුදු උත්සවයක් කරනවා. හරි. trip එකක් යනවා. ඉතින් ගොඩක් දේවල් කරනවා. හරි. පිරිත් අර මේ හැම එකක්ම වගේ තියෙනවා ඉතින්. හරි. ඉස්කෝලේ කියන්නේ අන්න එකයි. හරි. මේක tuition class එකක්. හරි. So just identify the variation. In school you have a lab. You can do lab practice. In tuition classes we are showing those instruments and sometimes we are discussing live practicals. Okay. But lab means a different experience. Okay. Lab එක කියන්නේ different experience. Like school life is a very interesting experience. Okay. So just visit your school. So what about 80% attendance? So when you consider 80% attendance, it is compulsory in A-levels. Okay. But in last year, for the COVID reason and then the other reason, this 80% attendance was not exactly checked. But in A-levels, it's a compulsory point. You have to have the 80% attendance in order to in order to apply to the A-level examination. 80% means for A-level life, you will be moving like 260 days or 220 days for all the 2.5 years, 220 days, okay, excluding all the holidays. Then out of 220, you have to visit 80%. Okay, that is called 80% attendance. And you have to do school-based assignments. You have school-based assignments, sometimes making books, sometimes making different types of group activities, those things. Yes, I think that's also important. Yes, so I'll be clear in the board. Yes, for the next topic, it is studying tips. Studying tips. Now, when you consider studying, okay, A-level science, if you are studying A-level science, definitely A-level science, okay, A-level math science, you have to work really hard. Okay, so the maximum time period you can work 16 hours a day. Okay. For one day, you have 24 hours. So you can give 8 hours for eating and then sleeping, everything, other stuff. So that is 16 hours. If you can save this time and if you can use this time really hard, okay, you'll be getting more success. Okay. Now, currently you don't have schools. You just have your tuition classes or your private classes. So then in private classes, for each and every class, for each and every courses in combined maths, in physics, okay, in chemistry, they are discussing the theory section. So what you have to do, if you are studying, first of all, before moving to the next day's lesson, you have to cover the previous day's lesson. That means you have to do the revision part. Okay? And if there's any homeworks, you have to cover the homeworks part. Okay? Most of the students, they are doing only revision and homework. Just they are checking the last day's note. And if there's any homework, they are doing, and then they're moving to the next class. But the thing is, in A-levels, that is not sufficient. But in A-levels, you have to self-study. Self-study. What is self-study? Studying what you have learned in previous lessons. That means this thing, now you are in the 6th lesson. So for your term test, definitely you'll be getting 6 lessons. So you have to practice all the 5 lessons weekly or twice a week as a self-study. So you can do papers, we went to all those 5 lessons, 3 lessons. So weekly assignments you have to do. In our classes, we will be giving those. We have a different paper class also. So then in paper class, we are discussing the overall section. If I'm at the 6th lesson, I'll be giving the paper out of first 5. So then discussing it with a proper marking. So then it is very, very important to have that nature, self-study for these ones. Okay. So for the revision session, you can keep 2 hours for one subject for 1 week. One subject, 1 week. Okay. For homeworks, it depends on the amount. If you are doing combined maths, the combined maths, you will be getting more homeworks. So for that one, it's like 4 hours. 4 hours for one class. Just think you are attending 3 classes for combined maths. Then 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours. Higher the number of classes, you have to work really hard. Okay, that will not improve the level. Okay, my experience, when you increase the number of classes, you won't be increasing the your talent. The skill will not be increased. Okay, you will be collecting more and more points, questions, and answers. But the thing is, self-study. Self-studying is really important. Okay, if you are working really hard, self-studying like 5 hours, not a day. Okay, so 1 week per a week per a subject. Week a subject 5 hours. Self-studying, that is really important. Okay, so I'll be sharing a timetable for you. Okay, my timetable I will share. So you can allocate your time period. So for this time, I have physics class. For this time, I have combined maths class. For this time, I have biology class. Then you can't take that time. So then you have to leave that time, and then you have to mark what is the time period that you are doing homeworks for that class. So අපි class යන වෙලාව mark කරනවා, ඊට පස්සේ homework කරන වෙලාව mark කරනවා. Then අපි ඒකේ mark කරනවා self study කරන වෙලාව. Self study කරන වෙලාව. හරි. In that chart. Then the remaining time we can allocate to the other things. Okay. Like if you are doing a Tamil course, or if you are doing a French course, or if you are doing any other swimming, badminton, likewise. But in my experience, if you are doing any extracurricular activities, these days it's okay until school starts. But when school starts, you won't be able to manage the time. Effectively, you won't be able to manage that. So because of that, try to limit those sections until you are developing your foundation, level. Okay, that's what I want to explain. So more studying tips I will be giving when we are discussing the sessions. Okay, my session එක discuss කරගෙන යනකොට තව ගොඩක් මේ studying tips ගැන කියන්න. This is just related to your timetable. Okay. Then we will be starting the chemistry. අපි ලියන්න ගමු නේද පුතා? හරි. එහෙනම් මෙහෙම ලියමු. Get your theory book. In theory book, please write this. First of all, I start in the theory part, and then I'll be finishing my session with the foundation course. Okay, so this is the theory course, and then the foundation course also I'll be discussing after this. Okay? I want to start. Yes. So write in your book, in your notebook, advanced level. Okay. Advanced level chemistry 2023 A-levels. Okay, advanced level chemistry 2023 A-levels notebook. Okay, for theory book I took a 400-page. Yes, no issues. Okay, forensic science belongs to medicine. Forensic science belongs to medicine. In medicine, you have different regions called the different sections: anatomy, physiology, biochemistry. Likewise, forensic science is also a specific point for that thing. Okay, so actually, I'll be sharing some discussions with some engineers, structural engineers, quantity surveyors, okay, doctors. Our friends are there. Okay. I went to Ananda College, so we have a lot of friends in those regions, in Sri Lanka and in foreign countries. So I'll be sharing my discussions with those students, with those friends, to get some experience to you. Okay. So in upcoming sessions, in upcoming weeks, I'll be sharing some YouTube videos that I have done. I have discussed with those. Okay. So I'm asking them what we have to, how much we have to work. Okay, and how you attend to that position. Likewise, and we are willing to attend. So I'll be discussing with those, and then I'll be sharing that. Okay, so keep that hope also. Yes, advanced level chemistry in your notebook, please write under this course, 14 chapters. Under this course, 14 chapters. Slash units under this course, 14 chapters slash units will be discussed. Okay, will be discussed. So as usual, we are going to write the units. Okay, we are going to write the units in this chemistry section. So unit 1, okay, unit 2. So first of all, when you are writing this, you have to manage the space. Okay, manage the space. So just check whether 14 rows are available. Okay, you don't want to keep one by one. Okay, just you can write it together. That means no need to keep the lines, no need to keep gaps between the lines. Let's write it. Unit 1, unit 2. Okay, so shall we start unit 1? So what is unit 1 in chemistry? Okay, this is your basic O-level lesson, one of your basic O-level lessons. It is called atomic structure. And the topic, atomic structure. Okay, unit 1 is atomic structure. At number 2, unit 2, it is structure and bonding. Okay, it is called structure and bonding. You have to write this. I can give a printout, but it is very important to write this. Then they will be deposited in our mind from the very first day. Okay. Structure and bonding. Unit 2. So this is also units එක මේකම discuss කරගෙන යන්න පුතා මොකද තමයි units 14 ම කරන්නේ නැහැනේ. හරි. So then in unit 1 atomic structure means we are discussing about the atom, how it makes subatomic particles, scientists. This type like a history, okay, like a history lesson when the beginning. But at the center we'll be discussing very important topics like electronic configuration, hydrogen emission spectrum, periodic trends. You know, electronegativity, electron affinity, oxidation number. Okay. Those things will be discussed under atomic structure. A very important lesson. Okay. Then number 2, structure and bonding. So in structure and bonding also we are discussing how the bonding, you know what is a bond, what is chemical bond, ionic bond, okay. Lewis structures, dot cross structures, primary, secondary interactions. Those things will be discussed under structure and bonding. Is it clear? So I'm just giving a brief introduction about the lesson, what you are learning. Okay, I think it's very important. So then unit 3. Unit 3, it's an interesting lesson. Okay, I think in your levels, you have some issues with that lesson. So in A levels, we are going to clear it. Okay. We'll be clearing it definitely. So in my foundation session also, I'll be clearing this thing. So that is called chemical calculations. Okay, so this is called chemical calculations. Chemical calculations. So in this lesson, we are discussing about moles, concentration, ppm, okay, molar mass, preparing solutions, titrations, okay, molecular formula, empirical formula, and there's a very interesting region called here. If you have a level, if you have your sisters and brothers, they will be telling about this lesson. Okay, calculations lesson. Okay, in calculations lesson, we'll be reading a specific part called redox. Okay, redox, reduction and oxidation. I think on all levels also you have heard, but using redox, we are balancing equations. That's called redox balancing. It's discussed under chemical calculations. Okay, then unit 4. Unit 4, it is related to gases. Okay. You know, when we consider matter, we have 3 states basically: solids, liquids, and gases. So gaseous state is bit complex. When you study about gaseous state, it is bit complex. So then this lesson is available for the studying of gaseous state. So what is the name of this lesson? It is gaseous state of matter. Okay. Gaseous state of matter. This is gaseous state of matter. Okay. Unit 4. And then in unit 5, gaseous state of matter. Unit 5, that is energetics. Okay, unit 5 is known as energetics. Energetics. Okay, gaseous state of matter, it is called energetics. So what is energetics? In your all levels, have you learned exothermic reaction, endothermic reaction? This thing, we have a certain cup like this. Okay, in this cup you have water, so it is getting cooled. Why it is getting cooled? Is it an endothermic reaction or exothermic reaction? Cool means decreasing the heat. Okay, cooling means decreasing the heat. But it is an endothermic reaction when it is cooled. If it is heated, it releases the heat. Okay? When reactants are converted into products, it releasing the heat, so it is called exothermic. Okay? Endothermic means absorbing the heat, getting cooled. Exothermic means releasing the heat. How do you measure the released heat of the absorbed heat? Using H equal to mc theta equation. Okay? Q or H equal to mc theta, mass, specific heat capacity, into theta, temperature change. Is it clear? That is very specific. So energetics lesson is available for measuring that thing. Okay, energetics. And then let's move to unit 6. Okay, unit 6. So it is very special. Currently, for 2022 batch, we are discussing unit 6. So you can understand when you're moving, okay, like 8 months or 6 months. Most of the times, like 6 months, you'll be finishing to unit 6. Okay, you'll be moving to unit 6. So in unit 6, the name is, it is chemistry of SPD block elements. Okay, this is the chemistry of SPD block elements. So let's see what is SPD block elements. මම මුලින්ම එකත් පොඩක් කියලා දෙන්නම්, නැත්නම් දන්නේ නැහැ. S block, P block, D block කියන එක. හරි. So then periodic table, just give me 1 minute in order to share the periodic table. Yes. So let's see a periodic table. The all level periodic table එකේ මොනවද තිබ්බේ? Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, and potassium, calcium. Okay. Fluorine, argon, potassium, calcium. But when we are coming to A level, it's a bit different. You have learned about 20 elements, but in A levels you have to learn about 54 elements. In A levels in chemistry, we have to learn about 54 elements. Not studying about the entire 54 elements, but we are studying about the elements group wise. Downwards the group we have to study. Okay, downwards the group we have to study. It's very specific. Okay, so let's see the periodic table. So actually, you don't know what is S block, P block, D block. You know the electronic configuration. Okay, so but in A levels, the electronic configuration is entirely changed. You have learned sodium's electronic configuration is 281. That is true. But in A levels, we are discussing a different approach. Actually, it is a bit advanced approach than that. In A levels, if you are writing the electronic configuration of sodium as 281, you don't get marks. In A levels, we are writing it as 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Okay. So how to learn, how to write electronic configuration, you will be learning in first lesson. Right? You will be learning in first lesson. So please know, in our this session, 2023 session, 22 students are there here. They are learning here. Okay, why? Because unfortunately for the introduction session and this for the first 2 units, they couldn't attend to my classes. Okay, so because of that, now they are attending this class in order to cover that. Okay, can you understand? In order to cover the atomic structure and structure and bond. Because in 2022 batch, we are discussing organic chemistry and inorganic chemistry these days. There are no issues with these lessons. But in order to cover these 2, they are attending. So in combined maths class also, you can see those students. Okay. In physics class also, sometimes those students are there. Because selection of classes. That's the main thing. Okay. So I don't want to discuss about that. I just give some example. Okay. So if you are willing to be in 2024 class, okay, that depends on your choice. Okay, selection of the courses, selection of the classes. Okay, so you don't want to get disappointed at the end. So be from the beginning, and from the very beginning, join to this course. Okay, that's what I have to explain. I don't repeat those things I explained. I university again photos pen and okay, I'm just explaining the previous points. Yes, so I want to share the period table. Now see the period table. Yes. So in this period table, you can see what is S block, P block, D block. So these are the S block elements, because when you consider the configuration, the last electron is filled to S orbital. If the last electron is filled to S orbital, that's known as an S block element. If the last electron is filled to P orbital, that is known as P block element. These are the P block elements. And if the last electron is filled to a D orbital, in A levels we'll be discussing about orbitals, that's known as a D block element. So this is called D block. And when the last electron is filled to the F orbital, that is known as F block. Okay, but in A levels you don't want to learn F block. The A levels අපිට F block ඉගෙන ගන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. We just have to learn S block, P block and D block. From the D block we have to study only the first 10 elements. D block එකත් අපි study කරන්නේ මෙන්න මේ elements ටික විතරයි. Is it clear? Only these elements will be studied. So do we have to study the period table? මේ period table එක අපි by heart කරගන්න ඕනද? නැහැ. In your A-level MCQ paper, in A-level essay paper, you will be getting this period table. A-level paper එකට period table එක දෙනවා. So then what is the importance of this? Definitely it is very important to study the period table downwards the group. The period table එක study කරන්න ඕනේ මෙහෙම downwards the group. Acrosswards the period study කරලා වැඩක් නැහැ. හරි, downwards the group. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Okay, group 2. Group 1 elements. This is group 2. Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. Then this is group 3. Okay, boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium. And this is group 4. Carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead. Group 5. Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. Then group 6. Oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. Group 7. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. Then group 8. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. Clear? Likewise we have to study. ඔන්නෝමයි පුතා period table එක study කරන්න. ඒක ඉතින් අදම study කරන්න ඕනේ. දැන් ටික ටික ගෙදර period table එකක් හැම හරි ඉස්සරහට හම්බ වෙයි. මේ ලොකු copy එකක් හරි ලොකු diagram එකක්. ඒ period table එක ගෙදර wall එකේ හැම ගෙදර නෙවෙයි. හරි bathroom එකේ හැරෙම නෙවෙයි. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ study කරන කාමරේ නැත්තම් මේසේ ඒ තැන පොඩක් ඒවා එල්ලලා තියාගත්තට කමක් නැහැ. හරි period table. ඉතින් මාත් එල්ලලා කරන කාලේ හැම study කරා. හරි. I think ඒක ගොඩක් important. හරි downwards group period table එක කියන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ. හරි මේ බලන්න hydrogen like අපි S block element එකක් කියලා consider කරන්නෙත් නැහැ. හරි. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Group 1. Group 2. Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. Group 2. Then group 3. Boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium. Group 4. Carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead. Okay. Group 5. Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. Group 6. Oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. Group 7. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. Group 8. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. දැන් මැත්ස් කරන්න බලද්දී ඕව අපි පටන් මේ ස්ටඩි කරන්න ඕනද උච්චර කටපාඩම් කරන්න ඕනද කියලා නෑ නෑ එහෙම ස්ටඩි කරන්න ඕනේ නෑ ඔය පීරියඩ් ටේබල් එක ස්ටඩි කරනකොට නිකම්ම ඔක පාඩම් නෑ because related to one group we'll be discussing like 3 weeks group 6 elements we'll be discussing for 3 weeks so then it is very easy to keep the group 6 elements in our mind because always we are discussing oxygen sulfur silicon oxygen sulfur selenium tellurium polonium so likewise when we are discussing that elements, it is easy to study. Some students they are studying across the period, but that is not worth. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc, gallium, germanium, arsenic, selenium, bromine, krypton, rubidium, strontium, yttrium, zirconium, niobium, molybdenum, technetium, ruthenium, rhodium, palladium, silver, cadmium, boron, antimony, arsenic, ඔම කියලා මට ඉතින් කියන්න පුළුවන් මම හරි අවශ්‍ය නැහැ මම කිව්වේ ඔය වගේ ස්ටඩි කරනවා. ඒක වැඩක් නැහැ ඒක නිකන් හරි මොකක් රැප් එකක් පාඩම් කරගත්තා වගේ ඒක ඉතින් යූස්ෆුල් නැහැ ඇත්තට. මට දෙපැත්තටම පුළුවන්. හරි ඉෂුව එකක් නැහැ. මට ගොඩක්ම යූස්ෆුල් වෙන්නේ downwards. මම ඒකයි මේ කිව්වේ පළවෙනි දවසේ period table එක ගැන. පුතා period table එක downwards group study කරන්න. beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. ඒක ටික ටික පුළුවන්. හරි බලන්න එපා. එහෙනම් අපි මේ මම ඔය period table එක ගැන කිව්වේ unit 6 එකේ ඉගෙන ගන්න period table එක ගැන. ඒකෙන් තමයි period table එක පෑම් පෙන්නුවේ. එතකොට F block A level වල ඉගෙන ගන්නේ නේ. හරිද? questions තියෙනවා නම් මේකම අහලා බලන්න chat එකේ මම උත්තර දෙන්නම්. හරිද? හොඳයි පුතා. එහෙනම් ලියන්න chemistry of unit 6. දැන් ලියමු. chemistry of S, P. S, P and D block elements. Okay. S, P and D block elements. That is called unit 6. Unit 6 when I Okay. So I'm going to erase it. Please write it soon. Please write this because I want to write the other chapters. Chemistry of sp d block elements. This, okay, S is simple S. It is simple S. This S is simple S. Okay. Simple P and simple D. Chemistry of sp and d block elements. Clear? Okay. So then at the next unit 7. Have you heard of organic chemistry? දැන් බලන්න අයියලා කළා සයන්ස් කරලා තියෙනවා නම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ අම්මලා තාත්තලා සයන්ස් කරලා තියෙනවා නම් අහලා බලන්න organic කියලා තියෙනවා. Organic. Yes. In chemistry we have a section called organic chemistry. In physics we don't have this nature. But in chemistry we have 4 sections. In maths we have the nature applied, pure. Yes. So in chemistry we have four types. General, inorganic, organic, physical. Okay. So then cover student telling currently what you are doing in these days, they are saying physical chemistry. So physical chemistry we are doing, and organic chemistry also sometimes we are discussing questions likewise. They don't indicate the lesson. Okay. So in science you have to know how to answer the questions. So currently when you are learning unit 1 and unit 2, you have to say you are learning general chemistry. It's general chemistry. Clear? I'll explain. So unit 7, right? Unit 7, unit 8, unit 9, and unit 10. So what are these units? Okay. So starting from unit 7 to 10, that is organic chemistry. So unit 7, it is basic concepts. Okay. Basic concepts of organic chemistry. Basic concepts of organic chemistry. Okay. Unit 6 එක මට කියන්න කියලා තියෙනවා. Sure. Unit 6 කියන්නේ පොත chemistry of sp and d block elements. I'll be sharing these documents. In that document also this is available, but we have to copy, we have to extract it to your notebook because this is the number of lessons. At the very first day in a class, you should know in your course you will be learning how many lessons. That's the most important thing. Okay. And what is the first lesson that you are doing? Okay. Yes. Yes. But the first one, okay, unit 7, basic concepts of organic chemistry, unit 7. And then write the next one, unit 8, hydrocarbons. Okay. Hydrocarbons and halohydrocarbons. Halo means halogens. Okay. Halohydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons. So hydrocarbons means that the compounds that you are having carbon and hydrogen. So the carbon hydrogen තියෙන compounds වල තමයි hydrocarbons තියෙන්නේ. So what are halohydrocarbons? The carbon hydrogen containing compounds, they are attached with halo. Halo means halogens. What are halogens? Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, acetylene. Those are known as halogens. So when carbon hydrogen is in contact with chlorine, that's known as a halohydrocarbon. It's called alkyl halide. Okay, අපි පස්සේ කතා කරමු. හරි. So likewise, ඉතින් hydrocarbons කියනව දන්නවනේ. Methane, ethane, propane, butane, carbon and hydrogen. එහෙම මතක තියාගන්නකෝ දැන්. හරි. Unit 9, හරි. Unit 9, oxygen containing organic compounds. Oxygen containing organic compounds. Organic compounds. Oxygen containing organic compounds, DS. Okay, organic compounds. Then unit 10, it is nitrogen containing organic compounds. Nitrogen containing organic compounds. Nitrogen containing organic compounds. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Basic concepts of organic chemistry, hydrocarbons, halohydrocarbons, oxygen containing and nitrogen containing. Okay. මේකට කලින් අපි ලියපු unit 6, chemistry of sp d block elements. So actually this entire section is known as organic chemistry. You'll be getting like 4 months to cover this section. 4 units organic chemistry. Okay. It's a nice region, nice topic. We have a specific topic in organic chemistry called conversions. In Sinhala we say that's parivartan. Conversions. Okay. So you will be getting this diagram. Okay, well, my diagram එක සමහරට ඉස්සරහට දකි. හරි. This one. Okay, diagram එක මේක structure එක. හරි. So what is this? This is the Kekule structure of benzene. This is called C6H6. Okay, this. So these ones are available in organic chemistry. This is benzene. Okay, now we may discuss කරන්නේ organic වල මෙතන තමයි එක start කරන්නේ. Okay, but I must say in some classes they are starting with organic chemistry. Some classes they are starting with physical chemistry. But keep remember, we are government teachers, so we are working with your syllabus. We are working with your term test. We are checking your term test and marking your term test and in marking A-level exams. So in that procedure, definitely you have to move unit wise. Unit 1 to unit 2, unit 2 to unit 3. Don't start from organic chemistry. You'll be in a trouble. Definitely you'll be in a trouble. I can start next week organic chemistry. If you want to join our organic chemistry, join to our 22 class. Okay, no issues. And you'll be seeing how much it's advanced. We'll be taking you gradually to that level and discussing that. Still you are at the O-level condition. Okay? So we want to take you to that level and discuss it. No issues. Definitely we'll be finishing 1 year before your exam. Okay? Definitely mama ඔයගලගේ syllabus එක නම් definitely finish කරනවා December page. හරි 2023 January වත් මේ අපි තියන්නේ නැහැ. I'll be finishing. Okay? Because we have started in this March, so definitely we can finish by next year December. Okay? Just that's my promise. Okay? online check කරලා බලන්න මම තමයි syllabus එක ගොඩක්ම කලින් ඉවර කරන්නේ. ඉතින් මට ඔයගලගේ batch එක නොවැම්බර්ම ඉවර කරන්න පුළුවන්. issue එකක් නැහැ. හරි covid නෙමෙයි මොනවාවත් දැන් මේ විදිහට කරන්න. හරි. So we are trying to start physical classes, but if there's any disturbance, we don't worry. Okay? We never give up. So unit 10, and then this is unit 11. So we have tried unit 11. There is a different topic. It is called chemical kinetics. That is chemical kinetics. Now we are moving to a different section. So this is a different section. Chemical kinetics. Chemical kinetics. It's physical chemistry. Okay. So let's write what is physical, organic, inorganic. Unit 11, chemical kinetics. At unit 12, it is equilibrium. Equilibrium. Unit 12, it's equilibrium. Okay. මගෙන් අහලා තියෙනවා bio classes මේ physics classes ගැන contacts තියෙනවද කියලා. එහෙම නේද අහලා තියෙන්නේ. අහලා තියෙන question එකට තමයි උත්තර දෙන්නේ. Any contacts for bio and physics classes? ඔව්. මම හිතන්නේ අපි biology classes වල මම recommend කරන teacher කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. ගායනී teacher පානදුරේ බලන්නේ class කරන්නේ. ඉතින් මම physics classes වලට recommend කරනවා අපේ කසුන් sir Prince of Wales එකේ sir මේ කසුන් සර් මම ඉතින් ඒ ඩීටේල්ස් එවන්නම් පුතාලා මගෙන් WhatsApp එකේ messages එවන්න මම ඒතර SLගේ විස්තර ටික එවන්න කසුන් සර් ඊයේ start කරා session එක ඊයේ තිබ්බනේ physics ඉතින් ඒක recording එක ඕගොල්ලෝ ගන්න පුළුවන් මේ මගේ session එකත් එහෙමයි මේකත් record වෙනවා අපි කාටවත් මේ recordings දෙන්නේ නැතුව මේවා අපි දෙන්නේ නැහැ මේවා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට බලන්න දෙන්නේ නැහැ ඔයගොල්ලෝ camera on කරන්න අපිට එහෙම ඕනේ නැහැ මොකද ඔයගොල්ලෝ අසහන්ද ඉගෙන ගන්න ඔයගොල්ලෝ කැමති subject එකට ඔයගොල්ලෝ වැඩ කරනවා කියලා අපි දන්නවා ඉතින් ඒක නිසා අපි උගන්වනවා හරි අපිට මේ recordings තියාගෙන මොනවද කරන්නද අපි බලන්න හරි ඉතින් අපි ඒ ටික දෙනවා. ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේක බලලා ඉගෙනගෙන තව යාළුවෙක් එක ෂෙයා කරලා යාළුවා බැලුවොත් කමක් නැහැ. හරි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. අපි ඒ ටික දෙනවා. හරි එම ඕන ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. පේපර් ක්ලාස් එක අපි ස්ටාර්ට් කරන්නේ පොඩ්ඩක් ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ පේපර් ක්ලාස් එක ස්ටාර්ට් කරන්නේ තව 1 month විතරයි. හරි තාම ආව විතරයිනේ. තව පොඩ්ඩක් මම උගන්ලා හරි හරියටම 1 month ගියාම ඒ කියන්නේ ඒප්‍රිල් ඔය අවුරුදු ටික කොහොම යන්න දෙමු අවුරුදු මාසේ May first in May first week we can start your paper class. Definitely we will be starting. Okay for 22 and 21 I have paper classes. හරි 22 paper class එකක් තියෙනවා 21 එකක් තියෙනවා මේ සතිය royal එකේ paper එක discuss කරන්නේ 21 එකේ Saturday evening තියෙන්නේ 22 එකේ තියෙන්නේ Saturday morning ඒක discuss කරන්නේ mock paper එකක් term test එකට හරි විසාකා දේවි royal ඒ term test papers තමයි අපි කතා කරන්නේ හරි ඉතින් ඒ ටික තමයි මේ තියෙන්නේ royal එකේ paper එක මේ සතිය Saturday කතා කරන එක screening test royal college 2020 okay ඉතින් අපි ඉස්කෝලේ teachers ලා නිසා අපි royal එකට යන්න බැරි දරුවෙක්ට royal paper එක කතා කරලා දෙනවා ආනන්දට යන්න බැරි දරුවට ආනන්ද පෙපෙක් කතා කරනවා. දේවිකට යන්න බැරි දරුවට දේවිගේ පෙපෙක් කතා කරනවා. නිසා ඔයගොල්ලෝ කොයි ස්කෝල් ටිකක් බය වෙන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. අපි ඩිස්කස් කරනවා හැම ස්කෝලෙම ටයිම් ටෙස්ට් එක. හරි කිසිම ඉෂුව එකක් නැහැ. මාකින් ස්කීම් තියෙනවා හැම එකක්ම මාකින් ස්කීම් දෙනවා. ඒ විදිහට. හරි. Okay. So for combined mathematics in Orbit Institute Panadula we have Dilan sir, Dilan Darshana. Yeah, he's a reputed teacher in Ladies College Colombo. So just experience had server ගිහලා experience කරන්න බලන්න. ඉතින් මට එකපාරට මේ සර්වම පුතාට හරියයි අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම යන්න එහෙම කියලා මම ෆෝස් කරන්නේ. ගිහලා බලන්න ඩිලාන්ස් ගොඩක් හොඳයි. ඉතින් උගන්වනවා හොඳට. ඉතින් ඒක නිසා පුතාලා ඒකට ගිහලා බලන්න. ඉතින් හරි මම එහෙම අර බල හුඟක් සර්ලා මිස්ලා හොයලා බලනවනේ නේද? ඒක නිසා එහෙම බලන්න. ඉතින් මම කෙමිස්ට්‍රි වලටත් තව සර්ලා ගාවට ගිහලා බැලුවට කමක් නැහැ. මිස්ලා ගාවට ගිහලා බැලුවට කමක් නැහැ. ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. මම තරහක් නැහැ. මම හරි කැමති එහෙම එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් කරන්න, කම්පෙයාර් කරන්න බලන්න. ඉතින් අන්තිමට මං ගාව නතර වෙයි. කවුද හරි. හරි. ඒක මට ෂුවර්. මේ ඉතින් ඒක නිසා බලන්න. හරි. මම කැමති මම හැම වෙලෙම කියන්නේ ක්ලාස් වල අපේ දරුවන්ට අනිත් ක්ලාස් වල ටියුට්ස් අරන් කරන්න කියලා. ඒ වරන් කරන්න ඔයගොල්ලෝ කරන්න පුළුවන් කියලා කියන්නේ. මොකද මම ඊගාන්ට උගන්වන නිසා ඔයගොල්ලෝ වෙන ඕන ක්ලාස් එකක ටියුට්ස් කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ නිසා යන්නේ නැති ක්ලාසස් වල ටියුට්ස් යාළුවන්ගෙන් ඉල්ල ගන්න පුළුවන්. මම දන්නේ යාළුවෝ දෙනවද කියලා. හරි. ඉල්ල ගන්න පුළුවන්. Okay. මේ chemical kinetics then equilibrium. Because this equilibrium lesson is very important. In this equilibrium we will be discussing about 4 sections. එක අදම ලියලා යන්නේ නේද? පොඩක්. අර equilibrium මේ ලියපු lessons වලින් අර ගොඩක් advanced lesson එක. The most important lesson is equilibrium. Okay. Keep remember the most important lesson is equilibrium here. Under equilibrium we will be discussing chemical equilibrium. Within brackets write chemical. Just write chemical. That's important. Then ionic equilibrium. Ionic equilibrium. Acid base equilibrium. Acid base equilibrium and then base equilibrium. Angedi කියවන්න පොඩක් ඉන්න. උදා මෙහෙමයි. හරි. If you are learning equilibrium, the first session is chemical equilibrium. Chemical equilibrium. The second session is ionic equilibrium. Ionic equilibrium. The third session it is acid base, not acid based. Acid base. Okay. In Sinhala amla bashna. Acid base equilibrium. Fourth one, phase equilibrium, not phase. Phase, P-H-A-S-E, phase equilibrium. Equilibrium lesson. Okay. So you'll be getting this lesson like up to 4 months. Organic 4 months. Okay. Equilibrium and kinetics, it's like 4 months. I make it in a time එක හරියටම කියන්න medical deliver now. Then unit 13. Unit 13, that is called electrochemistry. Okay. It is called electrochemistry. Okay. Electrochemistry. Then we can get unit 15, sorry, unit 14. Okay. The last lesson in our A-level syllabus, but that is industrial chemistry and environmental pollution. I think in your O-levels also you had a lesson like that, industries, and then environment. Okay. So here also we can have that session, industrial chemistry and environmental pollution. Okay. Industrial chemistry and environmental pollution. Okay. Industrial chemistry and environmental pollution. Okay. Shall I write pollution here? Okay. Industrial chemistry and environmental pollution. Okay. This part. This is very specific. Okay. So I have introduced the 14 units. Okay, the 14 units. Then let's classify these units. The upcoming units we classify. So please write its own. Medical level. Then pencil. Pencil එක පොඩක් ගන්න. Take the pencil. Okay, pencil එකක් නේද? හරි කමන්න. pen එක use කරන්න ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. For atomic structure, මම කියන්න හදන්නේ ඉස්කෝලේ periods ගන්න. So for 1 week, for one subject, you get 10 periods. Okay. For 1 week, for one subject in school, you get 10 periods. Again, the school එක week එකකට combined maths 10 periods උගන්වනවා. periods 10ක් උගන්වනවා. එහෙම උගන්වනවා. හරි. practicals including practicals, combined maths වල practicals නැහැ. Physics, chemistry, biology there are practicals. So 2 periods for practicals and then 8 periods for the other subjects, the other units. Okay. So however, you have to learn 10 periods in your school life. So then they have categorized these units for those periods. The periods are categorized කරලා තියෙනවා. So ලියන්න atomic structure ගාමින් in unit 1, okay, there's 35 periods. Just within brackets write 35. Within brackets write in front of atomic structure 35 periods. Okay, 35 periods. Okay. මම මේකෙන් පෙන්නන්නේ මේ lesson එකේ size එක කොච්චරක්ද කියලා. Okay. That lesson you can get a scope of that lesson. Okay, what we have discussed. So that is 35. And then when you consider unit 2, okay, unit 2, but that is also 35. 35. Agaliam name. within brackets pencil එකෙන් දාගන්න periods ගන්න. ඒක number of periods කියලා ලියන්න ඕනේ නෑ. අපිට idea එක තේරෙනවනේ. හරි. Okay. So then chemical calculations, it is 37. Unit 3, it's 37. Then unit 4, gaseous state of matter, it is 32. Okay, 32. Then unit 5, energetics, it's 41. Okay, 41. Okay. Then unit 6, SPD block elements, unit 6 SPD block elements, 64 periods. Okay, 64 periods. Then unit 7 to unit 10, let's write it together. Okay, the unit 7 to unit 10 අපි එකට ලියමු. හරි. Basic concepts of organic chemistry. Okay, just wait. 17, the තියෙනවා 17, 46, again 46 and 40. Okay, so we have 123. I mean 7 to 10, 123 for organic chemistry. Unit 7 to unit 10, you can put a bracket like this. Okay, bracket tag mention කරලා ලියන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. 123. Okay, 7 to 10. Then for the unit 11, kinetics lesson, it is 41. Again. Then unit 12, unit 12 එක. කීයක් තියෙනවා කියලා දෙන්න. හරි. The number of periods. Okay. Chemical equilibrium, ionic equilibrium, acid base and base. That's the point. හරි. ඔය වෙන lessons වලින් start කරන්න කියන්නේ equilibrium වලින්. හරි. කොහොමද start කරන්න බෑ. හරි. Because that is exactly at the advanced levels. Okay, advanced points in chemistry. Okay, the most important lesson is pH lesson. Acid base equilibrium means pH. This is KSP. This is called KPKC. Okay, this is called KD. Likewise. So for unit 12, you have 94 periods. Okay, this was not a unit. Okay, 4 units. 7 to 10, 123 means 4 units. This is a single unit and 94 periods. Then unit 13, electrochemistry, that's 33. And in unit 14, that is 65. 65. This is the time scope. Okay. In schools. So in classes, and generally කියන්න අපිට classes වල සාමාන්‍ය time එක මේකට කොහොමද අපි classes වල attend වෙන time එක කියලා මම general idea එකක් දෙන්නම්. මම හිතන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ අනිත් classes වල මෙහෙම කියන්නේ නැතුව ඇති. But I can give a general idea. For the first lesson, okay, after finishing the foundation course, like for first 2 weeks we'll be doing the foundation course, and then today and then the next week we'll be discussing the foundation course. Okay, sometimes the third day some part will be taken, but we'll be finishing it within 2 weeks, and then from the very first week after finishing the foundation course we'll be starting unit 1, atomic structure. Okay, so for atomic structure I'll be getting like 2 months. Some months වලින් කියන්නේ හොඳයි, මට weeks වලින් කියන්න බෑ. 2 months. Okay. So after organic chemistry, what is the other section? I'll explain the sections. My sections ටික කියන්න. Sections ටික ඊළඟට ලියනවා පුතා. හරි. මම sections හතරම පිළිවෙලට කියනවා. මම මේකට ඊළඟට යන්න. මම මුලින්ම මේ units වලට යන time එක කියන්න. ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඉගෙන ගන්න කැමතිනේ. කවද්ද syllabus එක ඉවර වෙන්නේ? ඒස කවද්ද syllabus ඉවර කරන්නේ? කොච්චර කාලයක් යයිද දන්නේ නැහැ. ඔන්න ඔය ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවනේ. මම මේකට තමයි answer එක දෙන්නේ. හරිද? So for unit 1, it's 2 months. We'll be getting like 2 months, definitely, because very slow and very neat. We have to do questions. We have to discuss visuals, okay, practicals, cathode ray tube. Likewise, we have some instruments to show and to discuss. Okay, so the starting we'll be getting it with a small later. පොඩ්ඩක් late වෙලා කියන අපි චුට්ටක් හිමින් තමයි lesson එක continue කරන්නේ first lesson. මොකද පුතාලා මම A level එකට treatment ගන්නවා. මම මේ foundation course එකක් හැදුවෙත් ඒකයි. මොකද අපි chemistry වල කරන simplifications ටික ඉක්මනට practice කරන්න. So in unit 2, we'll be getting like 2 months. Okay, sharply we'll be getting like 2 months. Like exceed වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Okay, less than 2 months we can complete. Unit 3, like 3 months. මම මේ months වලින් කියන්නේ නිකන් pencil එකෙන් ලියලා තියෙනවා. ඒතර ඔබට idea එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන් නැත්නම්. 3 months. Unit 4, just like half a month. මාසයක් නම් යන්නේ නැහැ. හරි, half month. අපිට එක 22 හිටපුවා දාන්න. හරි, ඕන 3 weeks යන්නේ නැත්. Exactly කියන්න බෑනේ පුතා මේ වෙලාව මම ඉවර කරනවා කියලා මොකද මේ flight එකක් නෙමෙයි. හරි, ඒක නිසා. හරිද? Unit 5, like again half months. Okay, half months. Sometimes it can be 3 weeks. Then unit 6, for this will take bit period of time, like yes, I write 3 months. One question suit karna. Give some make 3 months ke liye now for unit 6. Okay. Unit 7 to 10, it's 4 months. Unit 11, half. Unit 12, again 4 months. Unit 13, half a month. Masa can Unit 14, again half a month. Okay, what's up? Time work so this will be the relative time taken to complete the units. Okay. Yes, that's all. Then write this one. Advanced level chemistry can be separated to 4 sections. Advanced level chemistry. Advanced level chemistry can be separated foundation course එකට යන්න ඕනේ මම ඒක නිසා මේ point එකෙන් පස්සේ මම foundation course එක start කරනවා. මොකද මගේ ගොඩක්ම target එක අද foundation ටික කියලා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ටිකක් උගන්වන්න ගණන් ටිකක් හදන්න. ඒ ටික තමයි. ඒ නිසා මම අද chemistry ගැන කතා කරා. ඊළඟට මම කරන්නේ foundation course එක. හරි. තව 2 minutes 3 minutes වලින් මම ඒක start කරනවා. හරි. හොඳයි පුතා. එහෙනම් මේක ලියමු. මම කද ලියුවේ advanced level chemistry can be separated to 4 sections. Advanced level chemistry can be separated to 4 sections. A level chemistry. A level chemistry. It is separated to 4 sections. So what is the first section? General chemistry. The general chemistry. Okay. General chemistry ke liye known as general. The second section, it is physical. Physical chemistry. General chemistry and physical chemistry. Okay. I write the units here. I units tika vidiyana liyana units වල topics ටික විතරයි ලියන්නේ. ඒ topics ටික නෙමෙයි. Numbers ටික ලියන්නේ. Unit numbers ටික අපි මේකේ categorize කරනවා. හරිනේ එතකොට. ඊට පස්සේ අනිත් third chapter එක මොකද්ද පුතා chemistry වල තියෙන්නේ? General, physical, and the third one it is inorganic. Okay? Inorganic. And then the fourth category it is organic. Organic chemistry. Okay. Organic. And then general, physical, inorganic and organic. හරි පුතා අපි දැන් lessons ටික මේ category වලට ලියමු. මොනවද අපේ first lesson දෙක මතකද? Atomic structure and structure and bonding. But the atomic structure and bonding means general lessons. Okay. දැන් පුතා දැන් කවුරු හරි ඔයගොල්ලෝගේ යාළුවෙක් කොමර්ස් කරනවා. එයාගෙන් අහුවොත් මේ chemistry වල මොනවද තියෙන්නේ කියලා. හරි. එයාගේ මම chemistry කරේ නැහැ නේ කියලා. But chemistry වල මොනවද තියෙන්නේ කියලා අහුවොත්. හරි. He will be explaining atoms නේ ඔය structures ඒව නේද තියෙන්නේ. හරි. එහෙම කියලා තමයි කියන්නේ. Yes. Okay. Atoms, molecules, structures. So that is general chemistry. That is general chemistry. Right? So that is known as general chemistry. So for unit 1 and unit 2, that's general chemistry. So the unit 1, unit 2, general chemistry. Then in unit 3, chemical calculations. Physical means we are doing calculation-based lessons. Okay? That means sometimes logarithmic calculation, sometimes equation balancing, sometimes charts, diagrams, cycles, ගොඩාක් දේවල් තියෙනවා පුතා. Graphs. මට කියන්න බෑ මේක මේ calculations කියන්නේ ගණන් එකතු කරන එක කියලා. Okay. Just it is not just adding and multiplying sums, dividing. You have to draw cycles. You have to draw graphs. Okay. Different approaches will be there. So physical chemistry, it is unit 3, unit 4, unit 5. Okay. All the 3 lessons included into the physical category. The physical chemistry වලට තමයි calculations, gaseous state of matter and energetics belong. Okay. Yes. Next one, inorganic. Now, when you consider inorganic chemistry, keep remember, under inorganic chemistry, what was the lesson? Unit 6. Unit 6 is inorganic. Okay. And then organic, for the organic chemistry, we get unit 7 to 10. Unit 7 to 10 can be organic, isn't it? Yes. So here unit 7, 8, 9, 10. This is organic chemistry. And then you can see we have unit 12. Okay. Unit 11, 12. Unit 11 is physical, chemical, kinetics. The kinetics mean rates of reactions. How the reactions will be, how we can increase the rate of reaction. Right? How we can increase it, like bomb explosion, a very rapid reaction. Okay. Ripening of pineapple, that's very slow reaction. We can control the rate. So everything we'll be discussing here under physical chemistry, chemical kinetics. Then equilibrium, it's physical. Electrochemistry, it's physical. Then finally, industrial and environmental, that is inorganic. That's inorganic. Okay. So you can see under the physical chemistry, the maths karna putala dora. Right? Maths karna hai ke favorite lessons. Maths karna hari kamati organic chemistry conversions. And product hari පාඩම් කරන්න තියෙන්නේ chemistry වල inorganic වල විතරයි. Unit 6 වල maths කරන්න හැට පාඩම් කරන්න චුට්ටක් තියෙනවා. එච්චරයි. ඉතින් අනිත් ඒවා පාඩම් කරන්න කොහෙන්ද තියෙන්නේ කියලාවත් මමවත් දන්නේ නැහැ. හරි. එහෙම පාඩම් කරන්න තියෙනවා. හරි. So ඉතින් මේක අර හරි. එක එක අය feel වෙලා තියෙන විදිහ. ඒ කියන්නේ සමහර අය ICD select කරගන්න. හරි. ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. මම කිව්වේ but this is relatively very simple. Very interesting. Okay. So don't get afraid. We'll be giving different techniques in those points to study, to keep it in your mind. Clear? Alright. Ehama ekakatama techniques තියෙනවා. Yes. හරි මේක ඉවරයි නේද? මේක complete කරන්න. So then I'll introduce our term-wise background. Okay, and I want to move to the foundation course. මම foundation එක start කරන්න නිසා මම ඊටු ටික පොඩක් අපිටලට share කරන්නම් මේ ටිකේ හරි මේක ටික ලියලා තිබ්බම ඇති notebook එකේ අපි ඊටු ටික පොඩක් බලමු මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා. හරි මේ ටික හරි නේද? හොඳයි. Yes. So පුතා okay. So in this case, now you have written this topic. මෙන්න මේ ටිකනේ පුතා දැන් අපි ඉවර කරගත්තේ. හරි. මේ තියෙන පුතා ලියපු ටික. මේක ස්ක්‍රීන්ෂොට් එකක් ඕනනම් ගන්න. හරි. දැන් මේ ටික තමයි පුතා ලියුවේ මේ ටික. හරි. ඒක බලන්න තේ අයියා අපරාධනේ මේ ටික ලියුවේ කියලා. ඉතින් පුතා නෝට් පොතේ ලියන්න එපා යුනිට්ස් එක. හරි. ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඕනේ නැති විදිහට ගොඩක් ඒවා අපි ලියවන්නේ නැහැ. ඕනම ටික ලියන්න. හරි. ඉතින් පුතා මේ ටික අපි ලියුවා. හරි. Can you please explain the structure of LL chemistry paper? Sure. Okay. Definitely I'll be explaining. මොකද මම මේ explain කරන්න හදන්නේ. පුතා what is this? Proposed term-wise breakdown of the syllabus. Can you see? Grade 12 first term, second term, third term. Grade 13 first term, second term, third term. Now your A-level examination in 2023, but your first term test is not in 2023. It is in this year. Okay, first term test is available in this year. Definitely you will be facing. Okay, so then for your first term test you have to cover up to first unit 3. Okay, yani for that unit 1 to 3 cover කරන්න ඕනේ first term test එක. වෙනවද? මේ competency කියන්නේ the units කියන එක. competency levels කියලා කියන units වල cover කරන්න ඕනේ අපි area එක. මේ තියෙන unit 6. 1.1 to 3.3 කියන්නේ unit 1 to 3. Okay. So then in second term unit 4 to unit 6. That means up to inorganic chemistry you have to cover. Okay. In inorganic chemistry. Okay. Then ඔයගොල්ලෝ සමහර classes වල start කරන organic වලින්. එතකොට ඉතින් කිසිම වැඩක් නැහැ නේ පුතා. organic වලින් start කරාට first term test එකේ organics දෙනවද? නැහැ. ඉතින් මොනව කරන්නද? හරි අපරාධේ. Then third term, okay, you have to do unit 7 to unit 10. ඒ කියන්නේ පුතා organic ඉවර කරන්න ඕනේ grade 12 third term එකේ. And then grade 13 first term, unit 11 to unit 12. Some part of equilibrium you have to do. And grade 13 second term, again unit 12 and some sort of unit 13. And in grade 13 third term unit 14. හරිනේ unit wise breakdown එක. Okay, I'll be sharing this document also. You can get a screenshot if you want, but no need to write this in your notebook. I can't in anything. Okay, but I'll explain what is grade 12 first term. I want to explain grade 12 first term means from which month to which month. Ek podak kiyananko. Right? So if we consider grade 12, okay, first semester, okay, second, third. Okay, grade 13. First, second, and third. පුතා මේවා දන්නේ නැති නිසා තමයි අද පළවෙනි දවසේ කියලා දෙන්නේ. ඊළඟ දවසේ මේවා කියලා දෙන්නේ. හරිද? හොඳයි. Grade 12 first term. From where to where? Yes. Now most of the times your schools will be starting in June or July. Okay. So you will be starting your schools. Let's assume it's July. Okay. After releasing all level marks. Some schools they are starting recently. Okay. Private schools they will be starting by this month or by next month. Okay. So July to generally it's November. Okay, it's November. It is the first term, and you'll be getting the grade 12 first term test in November. Okay, 2021 November. Okay, then you know December it's holidays. Okay. I don't know in this year if there's any postponing with the exams, it will be changed. But generally December you will be getting holidays. So then from January to March it is grade 12 second term. January to March. I need to write this. Then grade 12 third term, it is starting from April. Okay. After April holidays, April to June. Okay. This is January, April to June or July. Okay. July. That is grade 12 third term. And then third term stick. Then grade 13. Grade 13 first kila kyane after August holidays. Okay. For A-level examination, you'll be getting August, then September. Okay. September to November. Grade 13 first term test will be held in this November month. Okay. So then grade 13 second term, it is January to March. January to March. Okay. This is 2023. Then grade 13 third term, okay, proposed one, April to July. So at the end of July or June, you'll be getting grade 13 third term test. So how many term tests you have to face? 6 term tests. Term tests hayak tiyen. 6 term tests. So I explained previously for this each and every term test how many lessons it's target. Lessons kiyak target වෙනවද කියන එක මම explain කරා. Is it clear? හරි. එහෙනම් ඒ ටික ඇති නේද? grade 12 grade 13 මම කියලා තිබ්බා මේ paper එකේ structure එක හදා කරන්න කියලා. මම paper එකේ structure එකක් කියන්නේ. හරි. ඒකත් පොඩි වෙලාවක් ගමු. ඊට පස්සේ අපි කෙලින්ම foundation course එකට යනවා. හරි. ඒතර foundation course එකේදී chemistry අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම අපි study කරනවා. Chemistry study කරනවා, maths study කරනවා පොඩ්ඩක්. Okay. So උදාහරණයක grade 12 first term, second term, third term. The time period, time zone. Grade 13 first term, second term, third term. Okay. And තව එකක් මෙතනින් add කරන්න. Other than studying A-level subjects, you have to do a project in your school life. It's a group project. Okay. Group project like blood donation camp. එච්චරම දෙයක් කරන්න ඕනේ. හරි. සමහර අය class එක paint කරනවා. Likewise, you can do a group project. So there's a project period. There's a project teacher. So he or she will be explaining about that thing also. Okay. In your A-level life. Yes. So I'll be erasing this. No need to copy this. Just to know. Just to know. Okay. So if you want, you can get a screenshot. But I don't want a screenshot. Make it done. Yes. Yes. So in the next case, let's discuss the structure of A-level paper. අපි ඩග්ගල A-level paper එකේ structure එක කතා කරමු. මෙමය පුතා ලියන topic එකක් structure of A-level chemistry paper. Structure of A-level chemistry paper. Structure of A-level chemistry paper. Okay. Yes, structure of A-level chemistry paper. So when we consider the structure of advanced level chemistry paper, first of all, we put a paper එක බලමු. හරි. දැන් කැමතිනේ paper එක කොහොමද කියලා බලන්න. paper එක බලමු, marking එක බලමු. හරි. ගොඩක් දේවල් තියෙනවා පුතාලට share කරන්න. හරි. All the marking schemes are available from 2000 to 2020. Original marking schemes are available with me. හරි. ඕනනම් hard copies තියෙනවා නැත්නම් soft copies තියෙනවා. හරි. මේ වටේම තියෙනවා. මම ඒ ඔක්කොම පුතාලට share කරනවා. මගේ ඔබ දන්නවා site එකක් තියෙනවා, මගේ පොඩි blog site එකක් තියෙනවා පුතා. ඒකේ මම link එක share කරන්නම්. ඒකෙන් ඔක්කොම download කරන්න පුළුවන්. මම ඒක add කරලා තියෙනවා. උදාහරණ resources හොයන්න මහන්සි වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. ඔක්කොම අපි හොයලා තියෙනවා. practicals උනත් ඔක්කොම links ටික එකේ තියෙනවා. YouTube එකේ තියෙන හොඳම practicals ටික correct කරලා අපි හදලා තියෙනවා. Okay. පුතා මේ බලන්නකෝ. A-level paper එක. So actually okay. practicals ගැන ඊළඟට කියන්න. ඉතින් paper ගැන අහපු නිසා මම paper එකට මුලින්ම යන්න. Okay. So this is the syllabus. මේ මොකක්ද? This is advanced level chemistry syllabus. මේකට තමයි syllabus කියන්නේ. Syllabus කියලා වෙනම පොතක් තියෙනවා. You can download it from nie.lk. This is advanced level syllabus. This is not teacher's guide. Okay, teacher's guide means teacher's guide and syllabus means two things. This is NIE. You can download this. Actually, I have shared this. මම මේක ඔයගොල්ලෝ group එකට add කරලා තියෙනවා. හරි. And this is the teacher's guide. I think teacher's guide කියලා ලියන්න. Okay. This is the teacher's guide. Grade 12 and 13. Okay. Yes. And these are the resource books. I think for biology, you know, currently, okay, you have resource book. Biology is entirely depending on the resource book, that subject. Okay. So in chemistry also, as extended readings, you can refer these resource books. Those are available. It is better to get a hard copy. Product shops වල පුතා මේවා විකුණන්න තියෙනවා. NIE ගාවත් තියෙනවා. NIE එක කියන්නේ මහරගම තියෙන. National Institute of Education. එතනයි shops වල මේ පොත ගන්නම පුළුවන්. හරි. ඒක ගන්න එක හොඳයි. වෙන මොකුත් additionally books chemistry වලට ගන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. මම තව ගන්න ඕනේ කියන්න. but පුතා මේක refer කරන්න. හරි. මේ තියෙන්නේ ඔයගලගේ first book එක. Grade 12 chemistry, atomic structure, structure and bonding, chemical calculations. This is the resource book. Okay. So then this is the resource book for unit 4 and 5, gaseous state of matter and energetics. Is it clear? මම ඒකේ cover page එක තමයි පෙන්නන්නේ. So then unit 6, unit 7, 8, 9, 10. පේනවද? ඒ කියන්නේ එක එක units වලට එක එක resource books තියෙනවා. Unit 6 වලට මේ resource book එක. Unit 7, 8, 9, 10 වලට තව book එකක් තියෙනවා. Physical 2. Sorry, organic. හරි. then මේ තියෙන ඊළඟ resource book එක. පුතාලට මම පෙන්නන්නේ බෑ first day එකේ. හරි. 11, 12, 13 මේ තියෙන physical 2 එක පුතා. මේ තියෙන last resource book එක industrial and environment. ඒතර මේවා NIE එකෙන් ගන්නත් පුළුවන්. NIE එක ගාව shops තියෙනවා. එතන මම දැක්කා ඒවා ඕන තරම් තියෙනවා. මම හොයාගන්නම් අමාරු නෑ පුතා. කියන්නේ PDF එක නම් මම උනත් දෙන්න ඔක්කොම තියෙනවා. හරි. but මේකේ printed copy එකක් pages මම හිතන්නේ like 1200 විතර වෙයි pages ඔක්කොම. නැත්නම් around 900 වත් වෙනවා. හරි. at least මම pages නම් count කළා නෑ. මේ ඉතින් ඒකෙන් බලන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. මේ තියෙන පුතා marking scheme එක. marking scheme original ටික බලන්න. පෙන්නන්න මේ 2020 marking scheme එක. හරි. මම විදිහට marking scheme එන්නේ ඒකේ paper එකට marks දෙන විදිහ ඔක්කොම පිළිවෙලට තියෙනවා marking අපි ගියාම මේක අපිට හම්බ වෙනවා නිකන්. හරි. ඒකත් එක මේ mark කරන්න තියෙන මේක marking එකේදී වෙනස් වෙනවා. දැන් මේ සමහර අය ගාව marking scheme තියෙනවා marking වලට කලින් ඒවා. හරි. ඒක marking එකේදී වෙනස් වෙනවා. අතින් ලියලා වෙනස් කරනවා. දැන් මේ තමයි paper එකේ structure එක. මම ඒ ටික දැන් කියන්නම් පුතා මෙහෙම share කරන්න නැතුව මම board එකේ කියන්නම්. මේ paper එකේ structure එක තමයි මේ තියෙන්නේ. ඔයගොල්ලෝ in detail විස්තර බලන්න පුළුවන් මෙතන. ඒක මම කොහොම කියනවා පොඩ්ඩක්. ඊට පස්සේ මේ තියෙන අපේ MCQ paper එක. O level MCQ paper එක වගේද මේක? chemistry O level මේ මොකද O level science MCQ එක? නෑ නේද පොඩි වෙනසක් තියෙනව නේද? In O level science you have only four choices. But here this is 5. O level science වල පුතා අපිට choice 5ක් තියෙනවනේ. හරි. And you can see we have 50 MCQs. Right? Which 0 to කියන්නේ chemistry වල subject number එක. Okay? Chemistry paper 1. They'll be giving these constants. Constants එහෙම අපි මතක තියාගන්න අපිට for calculation questions in the paper they will be giving the constants. And then they will be giving a periodic table. Periodic table එකක් දෙනවා. හරි. මේ වගේ questions තමයි අහන්නේ. But MCQ paper එකේ පොඩි variation එකක් තියෙනවා පුතා. ඒකත් මම කියන්නම්. For 41 to 50 MCQs. For 41 to 50 MCQs you will be getting answers using a table. Okay? Depending on the clues indicated in this table, you have to get answers. Okay, just think this statement is true, this statement is false. What's the answer, Buddha? Okay, true and false, the answer is 3. Like that, and hema pata answer එක. For 41 to 50 තමයි එහෙම වෙන්නේ. All else එක නෑනේ නේද? හරි. A levels වල එහෙම තියෙනවා. That's not just underlining the question. So from 31 to 40 also there's a different approach. Okay, paper එකේ මේ ඔක්කොම instructions දෙනවා. 31 to 40, there's a different approach. If AB is correct, answer is 1. If BC is correct, answer is 2. If CD is correct, answer is 3. If DA is correct, answer is 4. If there's any other option, answer is 5. You don't want to by heart this, huh? So this is the question. Just think in this question, A and B correct. So your answer is 1. Because this category. Okay, your answer is 1. So likewise. Is it clear? So this is chemistry paper 2. In chemistry paper 2, I'll be sharing it. Okay, this is university course. And I'll show the 2020 LL paper. This is 2020 LL chemistry paper. Okay, the latest paper. 21 paper එක තාම තිබෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ පුතා. මේ තියෙන්නේ 20 paper එක. හරි. ඔන්න original paper එකක් මම පෙන්නන්නේ. හරි. ළමෙක් paper එකක් මේක marking වලදී දෙනවා. හරි. So you can see the periodic table is provided. period table එකක් දෙන්න. Okay, no need to worry. Use of calculators not allowed. Calculators නම් use කරන්න දෙන්නේ නැහැ පුතා. tech වල නම් දෙනවා. හරි. accounts වල දුන්නද කොහෙද? A level වල නම් science වල නම් දෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරි. දෙනවා නම් questions මීට වඩා ගොඩක් අමාරු වෙනවා. ඒ නිසා දෙන්න නැති එක හොඳයි. හරි. මොකද අපිට calculate කරන්න ගොඩක් දේවල් නැහැ. හරි. ඉතින් MCQ paper එක පුතා. We get 50 MCQs. මේක නිකන් පෙන්නලා වැඩක් නැහැ නේ. හරි. මම නිකන් paper එක scroll කරන්න. හරි. So this is the A level paper. 50 MCQs will be getting in that niche. Okay. Time period එකෙන් මම ඔක්කොම කියන්න නිකන් paper එක චුට්ටක් පෙන්නන්න ඕන නා. උතරට ඒකයි. හරි. This paper 2 structured essay part. මෙතන තමයි mark කරන්න පුතා. Marking examiners ලා අපි දැන් mark කරනකොට මෙතන mark කරන්න. හරි. දෙන්නෙක් paper එක බලනවා. හරි supervise කරනවා. ගොඩක් දේවල් තියෙනවා process එක. ඉතින් ඒ විදිහට. හරි. papers වල marks දෙන විදිහෙන් මම කියන්න. ඉතින් ඔය විදිහට. මම යාර period table එක බැලුවේ මෙතන attach වෙලාද කියලා සමහර period table එක අයින් වෙලා තියෙනවා පොඩි. period table එක අපි attach කරනවා. Okay, this question number 10. මම ඉතින් period table එක පුතා. කවුරු හරි ඒ වල period table එක දෙන්න නැහැ කියනවනම් මේ තියෙන 2020 paper එකෙන් දීලා තියෙන්නේ. හරි. ඔන්න ඔහම තමයි දෙන්නේ හොඳේ. වෙන විදිහට D block S block P block එහෙම දෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඔච්චර තමයි දෙන්නේ. හරි. So this is the A level period table. Okay. So පුතා my questions අහලා තියෙනවා මොන හරි? Can we have the contact number? Okay. So I'll be sharing all the contact numbers. My contact numbers මොනවද කියන්නද? my contact numbers එක මතක තියාගන්න හරිය ලේසි. හරි. numbers දෙකයි තියෙන්නේ. මේ නම් දෙක එහෙම මතක තියාගන්න. my contact number එක අහලා තියෙන හන්ද මම මෙතන කියන්නේ. ඉතින් හරි. note 719 හරි. 762626. මොනවා නේද මතක තියාගන්න. හරි. ඒක නම් එකක්. හරි. dialog number එකකුත් තියෙනවා. note 778 දැන් නම් කතා කරන්න එපා උගන්වන්න හොඳේ 926298 හරි මගේ contact numbers මම ලියුවේ මේ පොඩ පාඩම් කරගන්න ලේසි නැත්නම් contact numbers මෙහෙම ලියන්නේ තව නම්බර් එකක් තියෙනවා ඒකත් මීට වඩා ලේසි හරි note 715 48 24 all these numbers available with me. මගේ numbers අපවන්න මේක කිව්වේ. ඉතින් මට WhatsApp එකේ මෙන්න මේ number එකෙන් කතා කරන්න 0719762626. ඒතර පුතාලට උදව් කරන්න තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න මම කතා කරලා අහන්න. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට මම ඉරිදා free. ඉරිදාට මම class කරන්න නැහැ පොදා. ඒක නිසා මම ඉරිදාට තමයි මොන හරි ප්‍රශ්න තිබ්බොත් අපේ students ලා මට කතා කරලා ඒව අහන්නේ WhatsApp එකේ answers එවනවා. ගොඩක් දේවල් කරනවා. ඉතින් උදව් කරනවා. paper class එකෙන් පස්සේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ answers එවනවා. හරි. මොකක් දේවල් තියෙනවා. හරි. paper structure එක මෙහෙමයි දෙන්න paper 1 and paper 2 okay එතකොට මම මේක ඉවර කරපුවා මම foundation course එක පටන් ගන්නවා මොකද මට calculations ටිකක් හදන්න තියෙන නිසා හරි ඉතින් අපි හරියටම ඔයගලන්ට කියපු time එකට ඉවර කරනවා ඔයගොල්ලෝ තාම අලුත් නේ level වලට හරි අපි සාමාන්‍ය level class එක 4 hours වෙනකන් වගේ කරනවා 4 hours and 22 21 class එක පුතා මගේ 2:30 to 6:30 තියෙනවා ඒ නිසා 4 hours අපේ class එකේ general time එක but ඔයගොල්ලෝ start කරනකොට ටික ටික අපි time එක improve කරනවා paper class එකක් වෙනම දවසක තියෙනවා හරි time එකෙන් class එක මේ measure කරන්න එපා පුතා ඒක හරියම මේ අපරාධ වෙයි හැබැයි 2 hours classes වලට යන්නත් 2 hours මොනවා උගන්වන්නේ හරි at least 3 hours උගන්වන්න ඕනේ level science වල ඒක නම් එහෙම තමයි 3 hours උගන්වන්න ඕනේ or 3.5 hours 4 hours maximum it's 5 hours it's better okay no need to improve it ඒ වගේ classes වල ගොඩක් වෙන්නේ සර් කතා කරනවා සර් හුඟක් විස්තර කියනවා පැය කමාරක් විතර සර්ගේ history එක කතා කරනවා වෙන සර්ලට එක්ක උගන්වනවා හරි කියනවා මම නම් lesson එක ගත්තම උගන්වගෙන යනවා පුතා හරි වෙන කවුරු ළමයි ප්‍රශ්න අහුවොත් තමයි ගොඩක් දේවල් කියලා දෙන්නේ ඊළඟ අපි physical classes වල හම්බුනාම තව ඔයගොල්ලන්ට life එකට experience කියන්න හරි campus එක ගැන ඒ වගේ ගොඩක් jobs ගැන පිට රටවල් ගැන හරි ලංකාව travel කරන්න පුළුවන් places ගැන ඉතින් හුඟක් මගේ experience දෙන ඒවා ටිකක් share කරන්න හරි ඒක ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ but මම කැමති උගන්වන්න හරි so paper 1 it's MCQ okay. so then you have 50 MCQs 50 MCQs 2 hours 2 hours okay. exactly 50 marks out of 100 It's very important. But for your MCQ paper, definitely you will be getting 50 marks. And again, with a combined with MCQ එකක් තියනවලු නෑ. ඒ කියන්නේ combined paper එක ගොඩක් ළමයි fail වෙන්නේ. හරි. ඔයගලගේ යාළුවෝ එහෙම බලනකො හරි හරියට balance කරලා කරේ නැත්නම් A levels වලදී fail වෙනවා. මම ඒකත් මේ වෙලාවෙම කියන්නේ. A level වල හරි පොඩි barriers හතරක් තියෙනවා. කියන්නේ අපි A level target එකකට යනවානේ. අන්නේ target එකට යන පොඩි barriers හතරක් තියෙනවා. ඒක අපි control කරගත්තේ නැත්නම් ඒ target එකට යන්න බෑ. As an example හිතන්න පුතා ඉන්නවා pilot කෙනෙක් වෙන්න. ආසයි aircraft engineer කෙනෙක් වෙලා ලංකාවේ air force එකේ වැඩ කරන්න. හරි. නැත්නම් පිටරට ඒ වගේ firm එකක එහෙම කැමති. software engineer කෙනෙක් වෙන්න එහෙම කැමති. හරි. හොඳ doctor කෙනෙක් වෙන්න, cardiologist කෙනෙක් වෙන්න, radiologist කෙනෙක් වෙන්න. හරි. එහෙම තියෙනවා surgeon කෙනෙක් වෙන්න. හරි. මේ ඉතින් පුතා ඒ target එක හරි පොඩක් deviate කරන දේවල් හතරක් තියෙනවා. මම ගොඩක් ඒ ගැන කතා කරන්නේ. මම මේ හතර මොකක්ද කියලා කියන්නේ. ඒක balance කරගත්තම පුතා ඒක අපි අයින් කරගත්තම නැත්නම් ඒක remove කරගත්තම අපේ life එකකින් LL life එකේදී අපිට ගොඩක් success වෙන්න පුළුවන්. එක්ක balance කරගන්න ඕනේ නැත්නම් ඒක අයින් කරගන්න. හරි. පළවෙනි එක number 1 හුඟක් අයට මේක බෝඩ් එකේ අඳින්නේ නැහැ මම නිකන් කියන්න. හරි. අඳින්න පමණ. හරි. මේක. මොකද්ද මේ? මෙහෙම. හරි. TV. පළවෙනි එක. හරි. Korean TV series. එතනින් තමයි පටන් ගන්න. දැන් TV series Korean TV series TV එක යනවාද ඔය යන්නේ ඉතින් කොරියන්. හරි. ආන් ඒවා ටිකෙන් හරි. අපේ ගොඩාක් ටාගට් එක අඩුයි. දැන් ඒවා ටික අයින් කරන්න. සයන්ස් කරන ඒවා කරන්නේ නැහැ. හරි. ටිකක් අඩු කරන්න. අයින් කරන්න බැරි නම් අඩු කරන්න. හරි. මොකද පුතාලා මේ ෆවුන්ඩේෂන් එක ගන්න. හරි. ඔන්න පළවෙනි එක. හොඳයි. දෙවෙනි එක ලැප් එක. Okay. Laptop. Including the monitor and everything your PC. එමෙ කොහොමද තියෙන්නේ? Gaming. Okay. Including internet, video, everything. Okay. Second thing. Third one. Okay. Third one එක නම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ හරි දැන් මම හිතන්නේ අතේ ඇත්තේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ග ඇත්තේ හරි ඒක third one එකෙන් තමයි මාව බලනවා හරි මොනවද කරන්නේ mobile හරි okay it's a useful device but we have to manage it හරි third one එක පුතා useful device එකක් but we have to manage it දැන් හිතන්න ඔයගොල්ලෝ මොකක් හරි වැඩක් හිතාගෙන ෆෝන් එක ටක් ගාලා ගන්නවා අපි නම් parent කෙනෙක්ට කතා කරන්නේ හරි cousin කෙනෙක්ට කතා කරන්නේ but ෆෝන් එක ගත්තම එන message වල හැටියට ඒ cousin අමතක වෙනවා මොලේ මාර ටික reply කරලා ඉන්නේ තමයි ටොයිලට් යන්න තියෙනවා ඒත් යන්න විදිහක් හරි අනේ මන්ද හරි ඉතින් ඒ නිසා පුතා මම මේ කියන්නේ හරි මේක අපි control කරන්න ඕනේ with the technology we have adapt to that but please control it please keep a time for that until you are getting a good foundation good results in your first term test you haven't done the first term test yet in your first term test if you are scoring more than 80 marks that is great so until that try to avoid these things okay try to avoid these things or try to control these things. It's a bit difficult, but it depends on your dedication. It depends on your sacrifice. That's very important. Okay. And then the fourth one, man kiya no nida. Diyan me, are kiya na. Me wagi. Mugad man. Me. Oh, that thing also definitely affects your level life. Okay. So that's what I want to explain. Okay. So no need to discuss much more about that. Please control or please avoid. Yes. So in A-level chemistry paper 2, okay, if you need more discussions about that, please discuss with me privately. I can support you. Okay, I can give some motivation to that. Okay, no issue. So just discuss with me. Okay, I have a lot of students in school. My school, I'm a class teacher. I have 50 students in my class, English medium class. So I'm discussing with them, okay, lot of issues, not just related to A-level, okay, related to their personal lives, everything we're discussing, okay, and I'm supporting to them. And I have a little baby, and body babakino, hypothekino, I think in some matogolo, evagita my hamon, Timahamotomudoka. So paper 2, it is structured essay and essay. So with the structured essay paper, there are 4 questions. Okay. In structured essay paper, there are 4 questions. Okay. Just wait. So let's continue. Okay, let's continue. So somewhat lighting, there's a certain issue because the light is very, the natural light is only there. Okay, so please just okay, bear up that thing. Okay, for the first day, those are natural disasters, so nothing to do. We have to control it. Okay, we won't be given. Okay, so with that, so this MCQ, for the MCQ, for the first part, yes. Yes, for the MCQ, here the first part we discussed. Then structured essay, you will be having 4 questions, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are structured essay questions. And for each and every question, we get 100 marks. So 100 into 4, 100 into 4, that's 400 marks. Okay, 400 marks will be good. Okay. Then in the essay paper, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Question 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So out of 5 and 6, you have to do only 2 questions. Okay. 8, 9, 10, also you have to do only 2 questions. So then 2 into, that's 150. And again here 2 into 150. Okay. So this is totally, you'll be getting 600 marks. Okay. 600 marks. And then 600, okay. Just wait. For the structured essay paper, මම ඒක කියන්නම් ඒක පොඩක් පේන මදි මේ පොඩක් එතන ෂයින් වගේ වෙලා තියෙන නිසා මම චුට්ටක් කියන්න. For the structured essay paper, we get 4 questions. 100 into 4, 400 marks. Okay, 100 into 4, 400 marks. For the essay paper, 5, 6, 7, there are 3 questions. Then 8, 9, 10 also, again there are 3 questions. So for those questions, what you have to do, you have to do only 2 questions. Selecting only 2 questions we can do. Questions දෙකයි පුතා අපි එතන discuss කරා. So for 8, 9, 10 also we just discuss only, we just do only 2 questions. So then in the marking procedure for an essay question, you'll be getting 150 marks. For 150 marks will be getting. So then 150 plus 150 into 4, it is 600 for the essay paper. For the structured essay paper, that's 400. You can skip 2 questions in the essay paper. So altogether, in your paper 2, the total marks will be 1000. Okay, so the total marks that you'll be receiving, that's 1000. Okay, 1000 marks is available. So then finally, those 1000 marks will be dividing it by 20. Okay, we'll be dividing by 20. So then you'll be getting 50 marks out of 100. Okay, 1000 divided by 20, it's 50 marks. So 50 plus 50, that's 100. That's how you get your final mark. Yeah. How you will be getting your final mark. Clear? So please write this down for the essay paper. Okay. For the essay paper, you'll be getting essay and structured essay, that's 50 marks. Okay. For the MCQ, directly you'll be getting 50 marks. That means in the essay paper, in order to score 1 mark, okay, in A-level examination paper, in order to score 1 mark in essay paper, you have to score 20 marks. Structured essay and score essay, you have to score 20 marks. Okay. So that's what. In structured essay and essay paper, you have to score 20 marks in order to score 1 mark in your A-level paper. Okay. So here I have written 600 marks. Huh? I have written 600 marks. Okay. Yes, so we are moving to the next topic. So I can share the share a photo of this, okay, with you. So no issue. I'm making a photo of the devanna. I'm making a product again. Okay. Yes. So I can share a photo with you. I'm making a photo of the devanna. We'll like group academic. If it is not clear. Okay. So we are moving to the foundation session. Okay. So this is the structure of paper. And then the next part is foundation. Okay, so in the foundation part, I have given you some tudes. So related to tudes, I can start the discussion. Okay. First of all, I get your questions book. Without a questions book again. Okay, take your questions book. So in your questions book, theory book questions book again. Right? Or write in a separate book. So in this foundation course, I'm going to start the foundation course with some basic maths. Okay, and chemistry. අපි maths and chemistry තමයි මේකෙදි discuss කරන්න ටිකක් chemistry වලට ඕන ඒවා ටික. Okay. Okay. So related to scientific notations. Right? Okay. So the scientific notation එක ගත්තොත් number 1 right topic. Okay. Basic mathematics. Basic maths. So under that put topic 1 scientific notation. Okay. Scientific notation. Scientific notation. But in A-level scientific notation, you know, scientific notation means writing a certain number like this, okay, in this format, into 10 to the power. Okay, like 2.35, 2.352, okay, into 10 to the power 3, 10 to the power minus 3, likewise. Is it clear? So then here you can't write 0. Always this number should be between 1 to 9. You have to write this number in between 1 to 9. If you are writing 0.25 into 10 to the power minus 3, that's not scientific notation. 0.5 into 10 to the power plus 2, that's not scientific notation. So first of all, in chemistry paper, when we are writing our answers, we have to write in the scientific notation. Is it clear? So shall we do some questions related to this? 0.084. Okay. Then 0.25, 2050. Okay. This one, 843.25. Okay. This question. So please write this one in scientific notation. Then make a scientific notation again. Number 4. 52.36 into 10 to the minus 2. Number 5. Okay. 147.874. Number 6. Okay. Let's get 52.36 into 10 to the power plus 2. Okay. Now, so when we consider 0.084, okay, 0.084, how to write in the scientific notation? When you are writing in the scientific notation, you have to move the decimal point. We have to move the decimal point. So we'll be taking this decimal point here one step and here another step. Likewise, we can take the decimal point 2 steps. Okay. Likewise. So when you are moving decimal point to your front side, you will be getting positive values. And when you are moving the decimal point towards backwards, it's a negative value. Is it clear? So when we are moving decimal point to our left hand side, the value is positive. When you are moving the decimal point to our right hand side, the value is negative. Now see here, what is the answer for this one? When you get one decimal point here and here, that is 8.4 into 10 to the power minus 2. Okay, 8.4 into 10 to the power minus 2. I write in the black color. Okay, red color is not clear. So when you get one decimal place, the second decimal place, this is 8.4 into 10 to the power minus 2. Like this. And then here, make it now here the decimal point is here. So we can take this decimal point to this point. We'll be moving one step to this side. So then it is 2.05 into 10 to the power minus 1. Because we are taking only one step here. If we have moved only one step, the value is 10 to the power minus 1. If we are moving 2 steps, the value is 10 to the power minus 2. Then here, 1, 2, that is 8.43 into 10 to the power plus 2. It is just enough to write the 2 decimal places. You can round off the third decimal place and write it up to second decimal place. There. So 8.43. 8.43. And in this one, this is partially written in the scientific notation. Okay, just see the make method partially written in 52.36. So when you're writing it in the scientific notation, exact scientific notation, you can take this decimal point front. You can take this decimal point front here. Keep remember, in a negative value, when you're taking the decimal point front, this value is not just increasing. Okay, the value is increasing when it has a positive value. If you have mathematical background like a keyword, now 52.36 into 10 to the minus 2. So when you're moving this decimal point to this side, okay, decimal point to this side means you are decreasing the value. We are dividing by 10. Okay. So when we are dividing by 10, we have to move the decimal point one step to our left hand side. So actually the numerator we are dividing by 10. So if the numerator we are dividing by 10, the denominator also we have to do that thing. And moving this decimal point here. So when we are keeping this decimal point here, you can see this decimal point we are moving to this side. So the value will decrease. So then this is 5.236. It is 5.236, and then this value when you are moving upwards, this value get decreased. Okay, because numerator we are dividing by 10, so the denominator also we have divided by 10. Okay, divide by 10. Okay. So then anebage poti points plus points මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ. So then when you are moving this one here, it is 5.236. 5.236 into 10 to the power. When this decimal number moves here, this value get decreased. In negative cases, it's decreased. In positive cases, when you're moving here, there is 5.236 into 10 to the power plus 3. Okay. And here 1, 2. I'm moving two decimal places. 1.47 into 10 to the power plus 2. 1.47 into 10 to the power plus 2. Okay. Likewise. 1.47 into 10 to the power plus 2. You can round off it and you can keep 1.48. You can keep 1.48. No issues. Okay. So this is scientific notation. So initially you should know when we move decimal point to left hand side, right hand side, what will happen with this power? Okay. Okay. So as the next topic, I'll be discussing the simplification techniques I have to discuss. Okay. I'll be discussing more simplification techniques. But before that, let's start some chemistry part. Okay. I'll be thoroughly discussing the chemistry and this maths with this. Okay. Now, when you are writing the formulas, okay. So writing formula part, that's critical. Okay. Writing formula. So I'll be sharing this tute. Okay, you have this tute, so you can do the tute, and I'll be giving the answers also, and the difficult questions we'll be discussing. Okay. So please excuse me at this time because I'm in a certain issue because the power is not available. Okay, the current all this stuff using the batteries, I'll be moving here at this stage. Okay. So because of that, the thing is we are managing according to that. Manage කරගන්න එකෙන් පුතා ඒක නිසා චුට්ටක් එකට excuse කරන්න. අපි next day එකේ එහෙම issue එකක් නැතුව ඒක order එකකට කරන්න පුළුවන්. චුට්ටක් light එකේ issue එකක් තියෙනවා board එකත් එක්ක. හරි. At this time. So සමහර students ලටත් ඒක වුණා මේ මගේ power cut එකක් තියෙනවා මේ මං ඉන්න area එකේ. හරි. ඉතින් ඒකට අපිට කරන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. හරි අමාරුයි. පුතාලා ඒක තේරුම් ගන්න මේක ලංකාවේ විදියනේ නේ. හරි. වෙලාවක් දන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක. හරි. යන වෙලාවක් දන්නේ නැහැ. එන වෙලාවක් දන්නේ. Okay. So then අපි chemistry part එකක් පොඩ්ඩක් කරමු. අපිට ලොකු time එකක් නැහැ කරන්න. අපි ඊට පස්සේ foundation courses මේ course එකේ ළඟ දැස්සේ complete කරන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. මේ ටික. So right in chemistry in that part as number 2 formula writing. When you consider formula writing. එනවනේ පුතා writing වල වෙනස කොහොමද? හරි. මටත් දාඩි දාලා තියෙනවා. චුට්ටක් ඉන්න. හරි. මේ ටික pediatrics ටික set කරගන්න. fan එක දාන්න ඕන කොළඹ ගන්න. හරි. Okay. හරි. දැන් discuss කරමු. නේ පුතාලා ටික මම දැක්කේ දැන් හොඳ. පොඩ්ඩක් ඉන්න පුතා. The sixth one, it should be 10 to the power 1. Okay, I'll check it. මම බලන්න. 6 1 කියලා ඩිස්කස් කරේ. මම ඩිස්කස් කළා නම් මම ඒ වගේ questions ටිකක් දෙන්න. අපි මේ formula writing එකට ගිහිලා ආයි maths part එකට එමු. හරි. හොඳයි. දැන් මම දැන් හැමෝටම පේන issue එකක් නැහැ. Formula writing එකට ගිහිලා maths part එකට එමු. Okay, so පුතාලා when you are writing formulas, please write in your book. Okay. Separate your book under 4 pieces. Right? Pieces හතරකට separate කරන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ pieces. Your page. Okay. You have to separate your page to 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Headings හතරකට. Where the valence is 1. Here valence is 2. Okay. මම කියන්නේ ඔයගලගේ foundation course එක කරන book එක. Theory book එක නෙවෙයි. Valency 1, valency 2. And then here valency 3, valency 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So Putala, can you say valency 1? Then cations and anions. So for group 1 elements, the valence is 1. Lithium, it's group 1, valence is 1. That's correct. But in A levels, we have to write it in the different approach. The most important approach, sodium, group 1 element, that is valence is 1. So aluminium, group 3 element, valence is 3. Likewise, you have that. Okay. So in A levels, when you consider group 1 element, sodium, you can write okay, Na plus. Na plus means sodium. Then we have period table like groups එක කොහොමද මතක තියාගන්න. Okay. Period table එකේ මොකක්ද ඔයගොල්ලෝ ගන්න relationship එක. දැන් මම මේ discuss කරන්නේ formula writing කියන part එක. ඒකේ basic එක. O level basics ටික චුට්ටක් A levels වලට ඕන විදිහට හරි අපි හදලා ගන්න. Yes. Now in that case, I must say from period table, hydrogen, helium. Okay. Then you get lithium. Hydrogen, helium. Lithium, beryllium, boron. Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. Sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine. So in group 1 elements, the valence is 1. So for group 2 elements, valence is 2. Group 3 elements, valence is 3. Group 4 elements, valence is 4. Okay. But group 8 to okay, group 5 to group 8, valence is 8 minus group number. Here, the valence is 8 minus group number. Sodium, Na plus means sodium. Na plus means sodium because it's in group 1. Then magnesium. Magnesium is in group 2, so you can write Mg2 plus. Magnesium. Magnesium. So what is Mg2 plus? It is the cation. So keep remember, cations means positive ones. Anions means negative ones. So from group 1 to group 4, we have cations. Then group 5 to group 8, group 5 to group 7, we have anions. So the anions can be negative charge ions. Cations can be positive charge ions. Is it clear? Group 1 to group 4. Then here, sodium Na plus, magnesium Mg2 plus. Likewise, අපි ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්න කියන anions cations ටික මේකට apply කරමු. හරි. මේ විදිහට තමයි අපි A levels වලදී study කරන්න ඕනේ මේ formula writing part. If you are studying magnesium as Mg, that's issue. That's an issue. In the formula, magnesium is Mg2 plus. Mg2 plus. Clear? Okay. So zinc, Zn2 plus. Zinc. Okay. When you get silver, Ag plus. Silver. Other than this, we can apply radicals. Total අපිට radicals කියලා කියන්නේ මොනවද? Groups of atoms. Groups of atoms we can apply to here. So what are the groups of atoms you know? Carbonate. Okay. Sometimes you know the valency of carbonate is 2. But the carbonate means no need to keep remember the valency. If you can keep remember, carbonate means CO32 minus, that is the point. Here. So from today onwards, study the different pattern. So for the carbonates means okay, CO32 minus. CO32 minus, this is called carbon. Okay. Carbonate. අපි carbonates කියන්නේ. තේරුණාද? ඊට bicarbonate අහලා තියෙනව නේද? Bicarbonates කොහොමද හැදෙන්නේ? මොනවා ගන්නද? මම එකක් කියලා දෙන්න. So for these carbonates, if you are keeping H plus, okay, if you are adding H plus with carbonates, hydrogen means bi. Hydrogen means bi. So H plus with CO3 2 minus. H plus with CO3 2 minus make it attach karan. So when you are attaching it, simplify the charge. Minus 2 plus 1. Okay, yes, you have to write it. Just wait, I'll be giving the time. Man time එක දෙන්නම් පුතා ලියන්න කියලා මම වෙලාව දෙනවා. දැන් මගෙත් එක්ක මේලා අහගන්න. මේ ටික අහගන්න. හරි? So H plus CO3 2 minus, H plus CO3 2 minus. So then here 2 minus and here plus 1. So there was 2 minus plus 1 කියන්නේ කීයද? minus 1. හරි? 2 minus and plus 1 means minus 1. So then you can mention HCO3 minus here. So for the HCO3 minus can, it's derived from carbonate. From carbonate, you get bicarbonates. When hydrogen is attached, that is known as bi. Bi. Okay. So it's bicarbonate. You simplify minus 2 with plus 1. Here, bicarbonate. Bicarbonate. Likewise. Now, SO4 2 minus, it is called sulfates. Sulfates. Okay. Sulfate sulfate sulfate. Then when you attach H plus to that is bisulfate. Okay. HSO4 minus, that is called bisulfate. Okay. It is called bisulfate. Unless H plus is simplified with SO4 2 minus. Remember the term H plus with SO4 2 minus. So you simplify this minus 2 with this plus 1. So with the minus 2 plus 1 can minus 1. That is HSO4 minus. Bisulfate. Bisulfate, bicarbonate. Right, oils වල තිබ්බනේ මේවා. හරි. තව තියෙනවා පුතා oils වල NH4 plus. ඒක ගොඩක්ම තියෙනවා නේද? ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඉගෙන ගන්න NH4 කියලා විතරයි. අන්න ඒක අදින්න හදා ගන්න පුතා. NH4 නෙවෙයි. NH4 plus. NH4 plus, it's a cation. It's called ammonium. Okay. We'll be drawing these structures in unit 2. Ammonium. This is called ammonium. NH4 plus. Okay. This is not A-level chemistry, okay? I'm just discussing O-level chemistry and taking you to A-level session. A-level වලට ටික ටික මම මේ ගන්න හදලා. හරි? හොඳයි. මේ first එකට තව ඉඩ ඕනේ. හොඳයි. first page එකේ මේ first එකට column එකට තව පොඩ්ඩක් ඉඩ තියන්න පුතා මේ. හරි. third එකටයි fourth එකට නයි චුට්ටයි space යන්නේ. You can get one page and you can take it. So like 10 rules, 12 rules 12ක් විතර for the column 1. Okay? So let's finish column 1 and column 2. Okay. What element is barium? මම කියන්න. හරි. මොනම ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න හරි ඇක්ටිව් ඔයගොල්ලෝ හොඳයි. A-levels වලට ආව මට කසුන් සර් කිව්වා ඔයගොල්ලෝ හරියට ඇක්ටිව් ප්‍රශ්න අහනවා අර මේ කියලා. හොඳයි ඒක අහන්න ඕන ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහන්න අපි උත්තර දෙන්න ලෑස්ති. පුතා මේ බලන්න එලිමන්ට්ස් තුනක් ගැන මම අහලා තියෙනවා. What is B, what is BA and what is BE? හවුද මේ? B means boron. BA means barium. BE means beryllium. Boron, barium, beryllium. Is it? It's very important to know. Okay. So can you say what is now sodium means not S? Sodium means why? Why this Na? You know? What answer කියවන්න බලන්න. Sodium Na කියන්නේ. Sodium, it is not capital S. OSO. Sodium means Na. Why is it? There's a Latin term. So I'm asking yes. You have given the answer. It's natrium. Very good. Very good. Natrium. තව එහෙනම් කියන්න බලන්න. Potassium. What is the Latin name? Okay. Potassium. What is the Latin name? පුතා? Kalium. මම හිතනවා මේ බදාන්නවා කියලා. Kalium. මම දන්නේ නැති එකක් අහන්න. හොඳේ? හරි. Kalium. බලමුකෝ. මේ දන්නේවා. හරි. මේක දන්නවද? Pb. This element is English. In English we say this is lead. Lead. Pb, lead. Okay. Yes, it's plumber. ඔය දන්නේ? හරි. Plumber. ඔය දන්නව නේද? හොඳයි. එහෙනම් මේක කියන්න බලන්න Hg. Hg in English it's mercury. In Latin? In Latin? Hg, yes, hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon. Okay. So for gold, how we say? What's the symbol of gold? Okay, gold තියෙනව නේද? Gold, what symbol? What's your symbol for gold? Okay. AU. Yes, capital A, simple U. Move. AU. Or okay. Actually A-levels වලට තියෙනවනේ හොඳම knowledge එක තියෙනවා. ඒක ටික් කරගෙන යන්න තමයි තියෙන්නේ. සමහරට A-level 22 batch එකේ කෙනෙක් ගියහොත් මතක නැහැ gold වලට කියන්නේ මොකද්ද කියලා. ඒක ඊට වඩා ගොඩක් දේවල් මතක තියාගෙන ඉන්න. හරි. Or. හරි AU. තව එකක් කියන්නද? Tungsten. What is the element? Tungsten. You know, for bulbs, filaments, we get tungsten. Tungsten means what is the symbol of the element tungsten? Yes, answer several thene. Hari. Come on. Tungsten, capital W. Wolfram. Okay, and tungsten can be wolfram. Wolfram or wolfram, area Latin meaning tungsten. W. What is Sn? Sn. What is the element and what is the Latin term? Okay. Yes, tin. Stannum, tin. Okay. What is SB? Then again, you. Ramadan. Elos Kelimo, Enapolano. The Tatagala Karanama Foundation course. What the late name? SB antimony. Okay, very good. So we have those elements. Mangoda elements give Fe. Fe means what is the English name? What is the English name for Fe? Iron. That's correct. Then next question, what is the Latin name for Fe? Names දෙකම යනවා. මම හිතපු answers දෙකම එනවා. ඔබට අයට answer එක හරියට කියන්න පුළුවන් නේ ඉතින්. ඉතින් තව එනවා answers. What is the Latin name for Fe? හරි. සමහර හරියටම දානවා, සමහර චුට්ටක් විතර වරද්දනවා. ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. අද ඉගෙන ගමු. Yes. Latin name for Fe it is ferrum. Then ferrous කියන්නේ? ferrous කියන්නේද? ferrous කියන්නේ පුතා Fe වල කැටයන් එකට. Fe2 plus, Fe3 plus. It's a multivalent element. Okay, Fe2 plus, Fe3 plus. But the Fe2 plus when you have the less valency we use a suffix called s, ferrous. When it is the valency is high, we use a suffix called ic, ferric. Right. Ferrous, ferric. Ferrous for less valency, ferric for more valencies. Okay. Ferrous and ferric. Yeah. So then keep remember, Fe means in English iron. In Latin it is ferrum. Okay. Hydrogyrum, plumbum. So there is ferrum. Ferrous කියලා තමයි හුඟක් අය මම දැකලා තියෙනවා ඉස්කෝලේ හැමෝම ferrous තමයි කියන්නේ. ඒතර මම අහනවා මේකට මොකක්ද කියන්නේ? ඒතර උගුත් කියන්නේ. හරි. මේකටත් ferrous තමයි කියන්නේ. Okay. හොඳයි ගොඩක් answers එවලා තියෙනවා. chat එකේ messages 100 වලට වැඩිය තියෙනවා. හරි. අපේ මේකේ. හරි. I think very good. හරි. ඔක දිගටම තියාගන්න පුතා මම හරි කැමතියි. ඔයගොල්ලෝ මගෙත් එක්ක active විදියට වැඩ කරනවාට මාත් එහෙමයි. හරි. මේ ඉතින් හැමෝගේම answers දෙලා හැම කියන්න කොච්චර answer එක වැරදුනත් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. ඒක කියන්න. ඒකට තමයි හොඳ. හරි. active වෙන්න එපා නේ. හරි. එහෙනම් අද ඒ ටික හරි මේ අපි formula writing part එකේ ඉන්නේ තාම. තව හරි elements එකක් තියෙනවා නම් කියන්න. නම් මතකද කියලා මම elements කියන්නේ කතා කරන්නේ මම කතා කරන්නේ radicals කියන්නේ. හරි. So in radicals මේ A levels වල මීට වඩා ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. මේ this is all level basics. Okay. This is all level basic. So let's get another radical. What is phosphate? Okay. So when you consider the valency of phosphate, the valency is 3. So the phosphate කියන එක දැන් ඔන්න හරි. O level වල ඉගෙන ගන්නේ PO4 කියන. මට ඒක A level වලට ඕනේ මෙහෙම. හරිද? In A levels අනේ PO4 කියන්න එපා. It is PO4 3 minus. හරි. Phosphate PO4 3 minus. Why is it? Is it an anion? Yes, phosphate is an anion. That's what we have the negative charge. If you want, I can draw the structure. Okay. Phosphate PO4 3 minus. What is phosphate? Say PO4 3 minus. So then how to study the valency? No need to study the valency. Valency is available here. Methane valency. 3 minus means valency. This is always an anion. Again, anion means a negatively charged species. We'll be writing the anion at the back end. Cation at the front end. Okay, just think ammonium dichromate. So ammonium is the cation. We are writing it first. Dichromate is the anion. Clear? Okay. I හිතනවා dichromate එක එකත් එක්ක දාන්න. Yes. හරි පුතා phosphate. ඒතර අපි මෙතන phosphate කියලා ලියන්නේ. ඔන්න phosphate. ඒතර phosphate කියලා අද ඉඳන් ස්ටඩි කරන්නේ කොහොමද? PO4 3 minus කියලා. හරි. මට මෙන්න මේ තුන්දෙනාගේ නම් කියන්න බලන්න. ඔබ දන්නවද? හරි. N3 minus NO2 minus NO3 minus. What are the names of this? you have 3 anions. N3 minus, NO2 minus, NO3 minus. Keep remember, when we have more number of oxygens, the oxygens very well, we use a suffix called, suffix called 8. Okay? More oxygens. Okay? More oxygens, it's 8. Less oxygens, it's 8. Okay? More oxygens, it's 8. Less oxygens, it's 8. N3 minus. N3 minus then make O2 minus. Answer 7 O2 minus O2 minus means oxide. Oxide N3 minus can nitride. Okay, nitride DE welling nitride. Then NO2 minus nitrite, less oxygens. NO3 minus nitrate. Okay, මේ වගේ ටෙක්නික්ස් තියෙනවා. ඒක ඔක්කොම කියලා දෙන්න. මම මේ බේසික් කෝස් එක රෝලර්ස් වල ඉගෙන ගත්ත ටික බ්‍රෂ් අප් කරන්න තමයි මේ ටික මම කියන්නේ. හරි. මේ නෝට්ස් අපි බොහොම ක්ලීන් විදිහට ලියනවා ඉස්සරහට third lesson එකේදී. හරි. But this is just an introduction from your O levels to A levels. Okay. So nitride, nitrite, nitrate. What is the valency of this? Valency is 1. Because here valency is 1, here valency is 1. But here in nitride, valency is 3. So valency 3 නම් අපි කොහෙද ලියන්නේ? මෙතන ලියමු නේ. Valency 3 එක මෙතන ලියන්න. And so here we write N3 minus nitride, nitrite and nitrate. Nitrite, nitrate, valency 1. NO2 minus nitrite, NO3 minus nitrate, nitrate, nitrite, nitrate. Okay. Then the end will product. It was a hydroxide. What is hydroxide? Hydroxide means OH minus, not OH, OH minus. It's an anion. Okay. Always hydroxide you will be getting as an anion. It's OH minus. You have to write it under column 1. Column 1 it's I write here hydroxide OH minus. Okay. Hydroxide, not hydroxide. Okay, because hydroxide OH minus. So when you get chlorine, chloride, bromide, iodide, they are having valency 1. Okay, no need to explain because it's equal to group number. Group 7 can get valency 8 minus group number. So 8 minus group number, 8 minus 7 is 1. So chloride, fluoride, bromide. Then oxygen and sulfur, O2 minus and H2 minus. Because these ones are making cations. Okay. Group 1 to group 4. Group 1 to group 4 elements, they are forming cations. Group 5 to group 8 or group 5 to group 7, those elements are forming anions. Clear? So then just tell me, what is the anion of phosphorus? What is the anion of phosphorus? How to denote it? Phosphorus first of all, obtain the valency of phosphorus. So this is 8 minus group number. So phosphorus group is 5. So 8 minus group 5, 8 minus 5 can be 3. Is it clear? So then how to make it as an anion? Right? P3 minus. That's the anion. So for sulfur, it is S2 minus. For oxygen, that's O2 minus. For nitrogen, that's N3 minus. But for aluminium, it is Al3 plus cation. Okay? Magnesium Mg2 plus. Period table is it clear? Because from the period table, we can obtain those things. So then, what is chromate dichromate? CrO4 2 minus. Keep remember, CrO4 2 minus, this is chromate. So when you get dichromate, it is Cr2O7 2 minus. Okay. This is called dichromate. Di means you have 2 chromiums. It's called dichromate. Okay. So actually bisulfate means hydrogen sulfate. There's another name for this. This is hydrogen sulfate. Hydrogen sulfate means bisulfate. Okay. Hydrogen sulfate and bisulfate, they are the same. Okay. We have a lot of ions. Ions in carbon also we have several ions. In group 4 also we have several species. I'll share it. Acetate, formate, bromate, molybdenate, silicate. ඒවා A levels වලට. මේ O levels වල basic එක ඔයගොල්ලෝ ගාව තියෙනවනේ. O levels වල තිබ්බ species ටික. Okay. So what is permanganate and what is manganate? Do you know? Potassium permanganate, what's the formula? Everyone බලන්න. Potassium permanganate. Potassium permanganate. Yes, KMnO4. Why it is KMnO4? මම පෙන්නන්න. Potassium means K+. Right? The potassium කියන්නේ K+. හැබැයි මම potassium කියන්නේ K කියලා කියන්නේ. හරි potassium කියන්නේ element එක K මම ඒක දන්නවා. But formula එකක් ලියනකොට K+ කියලා refer කරන්න ඕනේ. හරි. Potassium. Then what is manganate? Potassium ඔයගොල්ලෝ manganate නෙවෙයි potassium permanganate. What is permanganate? That is MnO4 minus. Okay. That is MnO4 minus. So what is potassium permanganate? It is බලන්න පුතා මම මේක formula ලියනකොට දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ මම board එකේ ඉරස් කරලා ඊට පස්සේ formula ලියන හැටි කියලා දෙන්න. හරි. This is potassium and this is permanganate. When you are writing the formula, you have to interchange the valence. You get this one here and you put this one here. This one is -1. You take this one here. This one is +1. You put this one here. So then those two numbers are cancelled. One එක අපි mention කරන්නේ නැහැ. So then that's cancelled. So then it is KMnO. This is called potassium permanganate. What is potassium manganate? But in manganate, මතක තියාගන්න පුතා permanganate means MnO4 minus. හරිද? Manganate means MnO4 2 minus. Okay, ions වෙනස්. දැන් මේ chromate එක Cr4 2 minus නම් dichromate එක Cr2O7 2 minus. ඒ වගේ අපි අනේව පොඩක් පාඩම් කරන්න ඕනේ. ටික අපි ඔය charts ලියලා හරි හැම වෙලේම මේව use කරනවා. එතකොට පාඩම් වෙනවා. මේක by heart කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. හරි. So then ඔන්න අහගන්න manganate. හරි. මේ තියෙන manganate. MnO4 2 minus. Now can you interpret the formula of KMnO4? Sorry, potassium manganate. How to obtain potassium manganate? හරි. මම දැන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මේ ලියන්නේවා potassium manganate ගත්තා. දැන් බලන්න පුතා. හරි. K+ තමයි potassium. What is manganate? That is MnO4 2 minus. So this is the valence. Clear? Then what you have to do? You have to get this 2 here and you have to put this 1 here. Interchanging the valence and writing it together. Okay. So that is K2MnO4. Okay. When you write manganese, you have to write capital M, simple N, capital oxygen, capital O, and this K2MnO. Okay. This is the formula writing. අපි formula writing examples ටිකක් කරමු. මේක චුට්ටක් ලියාගෙන. හරි. මේක එක page එක ලියා ගන්න පුතා. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ මෙන්න මේ ටික. හරි. මම මේක ඔයගොල්ලන්ට formula writing කියලා topic එක ලියලා then write valencies. Valency 1, valency 2, valency 3, valency 4. හරි. මට පොඩි උදව්වක් කරන්න valency 1, valency 2 වලට තව space තියන්න. පුළුවන් නම් තව space තියන්න. මොකද line wise ලියන්න එපා. line එකක් skip කරන්න එපා. Write it together. Okay. Get one page and separate your page to 4 columns. අපි notes ලියනකොට හරියට ගොඩක් charts තමයි පුතා use කරන්නේ. මම මේ class එකේ notebook එකක් දෙන්නන්න. හරි. මේ ළමයි ලියපු notebook එකක්. හරි. මම notebook ලියන්නේ නැහැ. මේ හරිම neat. හරි. ඔයගොල්ලෝ පේන අඩුයි cam එකට. මම හිතන්නේ හරි. මේ වගේ ලියන්න. හරි. ඔයගොල්ලෝ share කරන්න හරි documents එක මේ වගේ ලියන්න. charts අපේ තියෙන. resource book වගේ notes නම් මම ලියන්නේ. resource book එකේ තියෙදි මොකටද මම ලියන්නේ ආයේ? හරි. ඉස්කෝලේ තමයි මේ වගේ ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ලියන්නේ. හරි. අපි ලියන්නේ ගොඩක් summarized charts. හරි. මේ වගේ notes ලියන්න. හරි. මම පේන අඩුයි. මම තව එකක් පෙන්නන්න කොහොමද එක? මේ බලන්න. Inorganic colors. හරි. මේ පාට පැන්සල් අරන් color කරලා තියෙන. charts හදලා තියෙන. හරි. අපේ students. මේ colored charts inorganic. හරි. organic සුත් එහෙම. මේ පොත inorganic පොත. හරි. දැන් ළමයි organic පොත මේ organic chemistry. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ කරන්නේ general chemistry. තේරුණාද? general chemistry. general chemistry වලට මේ book එක තියාගන්න. හරි. මේ organic charts. ඒ වගේ. ඉතින් ගොඩක් එහෙම හරි brief notes හදනවා explain කරන්න questions කරනකොට එහෙම. හරි. මම නිකන් පේන විදිහට. එතකොට පුතා මම කිව්වේ අපි මේ ටික copy කරගමු පොඩ්ඩක් space තියන්න valency 1 valency 2 වලට. ඔයගොල්ලන් group එකට තව valency 1 valency 2 වලට add කරන්න ඒ ටිකක් තියාගන්න. මේ වෙලාව ලියන්නකොට මේක erase කරන්න ඕනේ. හරි. ඔයගොල්ලෝ questions ටික discuss කරන්න නැතෝ. හොඳයි. පොඩ්ඩක් copy කරගන්න. questions අහන්න මගේ. තියෙන questions අහලා බලන්න. Can a compound can be classified ionic or covalent from its formula alone? Very good question. First of all, actually from its compound, generally when it is ionic, we are writing a formula. Now as an example, I'll discuss. Well, make a liana butal. Mang egaman kata karanna. Netta bela madi benoni. Glucose So you know glucose is a covalent compound. So for glucose, we can't write cation and anion. So if there's a cation and anion, it is an ionic compound. Okay, it's an ionic compound of sodium chloride, potassium sulfate, magnesium dichromate, ammonium phosphate. It's an ionic compound, cation and anion. But think glucose, benzene, methane, ethane, propane, okay, bromine. Those are not cations and anions. They are not having their compounds. Those are called covalent compounds. Sucrose, glucose. So in covalent compounds, we can't sort out the cation and anion. But keep remember in A levels, we can't 100% sort out ionic compounds, covalent compounds. Even in covalent compounds, there's an ionic character. Even in ionic compounds, there's a covalent character. There's a certain percentage. Right? So then we can 100% separate ionic and covalent compounds like that. These are generally ionic compounds, but they are having some sort of covalent character. But there are specific covalent compounds. Like glucose, it's a covalent compound. You don't get any ions in glucose. But water, it's weakly ionized to H plus and OH minus. Think godak තියෙනවා. හරි. මම මොන උත්තරයක් දුන්නා එකට. What is the formula of manganese dioxide? MnO2. Okay? MnO2, manganese dioxide. I'll explain. හරි. මේක චුට්ටක් ලියා ගන්න. ඔයාලා සර් තියෙන නිසා අපි කෙලින්ම formula writing වලට යන්නේ. හරි. හොඳයි. දැන් කාට හරි note එක නැත්නම් මේ පොඩ්ඩක් screenshot එකක් ගන්න. පුළුවන් screenshots ගන්න. දැන් ඔයාලා වල ගන්න නැතිනේ screenshots ගොඩක් නේ. හරි. ඒවා නම් මොනවද? මේ phosphate nitrate. හරි. ඇලුමිනියම් උත් මෙතන තමයි එන්නේ Al3+. ඊට පස්සේ මේ අරගෙන තව elements වල තියෙන analyze කරන්න ටිකක් කියලා අපි formula writing ඉගෙන ගමු. ඊට පස්සේ අපි equations ටිකක් balance කරමු. හරි. equations ටිකක් balance කරමු. තව පොඩක් math simplifications ටිකක් කරලා අපි session එක දෙක කරමු. හරි. ඊට ඊළඟ දවසේ අපි ඊළඟ මේ බලන්න මම homeworks ටික දීලා ඊට පස්සේ session එක ඊළඟ දවසේ මොනවද කරන්න කියලා කියන්න. හොඳයි. නෑ foundation book එක foundation course එක question book එකේම පුළුවන්. okay question book එක තියෙන පුතා අපිට term test questions කරන්න, past paper questions කරන්න, foundation course එකට. ඔය ටික ඔක්කොම question book එකේ කරන්න. අනේ notes book එක ගැන කරන්න එපා. notes book එක හරිය neat විදියට මම කරන book එකක්. notebook එක. ඔයගොල්ලෝ exam එකට study කරන්න ඉස්කෝලේ note එක නෙවෙයි, resource book එකක් නෙවෙයි මගේ note එක. හරි. මේකයි short note එක. මේක sure එක. හරි. එනිසා notebook එකයි ඔක්කොම එක book එකක තියන්න එපා. හොඳයි. මම දන්නේ physics උත් එහෙම තාම ලියනවා කියලා දැන් අලුත් ඉන්නේ පොත් අරන් නේද? හරි. ඒ නිසා ඉස්කෝලේ වගේ එහෙම කරන්න එපා. ඔක්කොම එක book එකේ ලියන්න එහෙම යන්න එපා. හොඳයි. මේ ආසාවෙන් කරන්න. ඇත්තටම ආසාව තමයි. හරි. subject එකට කැමති නැහැ. subject එක ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේක හරි. love කරනවා නම් ඔබට ඒක ඇත්තටම මේ හරි පුළුවන් වෙනවා. මේකයි කියන්නේ. මම chemistry වලට ඒ කාලේ නම් ගොඩක් ආසයි. ඉතින් ඒක නිසා ඒක පුළුවන් වුණා. හරි. මම සැල දෙන්නකින් ඉගෙන ගත්තා. මගේ සැල ගැන මම කියන්න ඕන මොකද මම ගණන් සැල ඉගෙන ගත්ත නිසා. හරි. ඉතින් පුතා මම ඉගෙන ගත්ත දෙව්රණ ලිස්ට් කියන සැකෙන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ අහලා බලන්න බෑ අම්මලා තාත්තලාගෙන් දෙව්රණ ලිස්ට් කියන සැක ගැන අම්මලා තාත්තලා ආච්චිලා සීලක් දන්නවා ඇති. ඒක මගේ චුට්ටක් දුරින් නෑදෑයෙක් වෙනවා. ඒ වගේම බද්දිතන සැකෙන් මම ඉගෙනගෙන තියෙනවා. හරි. ප්‍රසන්න බද්දිතන සැකෙන් ඉගෙනගෙන තියෙනවා. ඉතින් ඒ සැල දෙන්න. ඒ වගේම මම ඉස්කෝලේ ආනන්ද ඉගෙනගෙන තියෙනවා ටීචර්ස් ලාගෙන්. ඒ හැමෝගෙම ඉගෙන ගත්ත දේවල් හරි ඉගෙනගෙන ඒවා වෙනස් කරලා අලුතෙන් හදලා ඉතින් ගොඩක් මහන්සිලා තමයි ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මම මේ ටික උගන්වන්නේ. ඉතින් මගෙනුත් ඉගෙනගෙන සමහරක් අය ඊට පස්සේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ සමහර අය ටීචර්ස්ලා පුතාලා දුවලා මේ ඉදි නේද ගොඩක් අය. ඉතින් ඒගොල්ලොත් එතකොට මතක තියාගන්න මේක ඉගෙන ගත්තේ මේ සැකේ. මම ඉගෙන ගත්තේ ඒ සැකේ. ඒ සැලලා ඉගෙන ගත්තේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ සැලලාගේ. මොකද දැන් මම ගෙදරදී මේව හොයාගන්නේ නැහැ. හරි. ඒක නිසා එහෙම තමයි. හොඳයි. හරි. ඕකේ. මේ ස්ක්‍රීන්ෂොට් එකක් ගත්තා නේද? ඇති නේද මේක? හරි. අපි ලියමු ෆෝමියුලාස්. එතකොට ස්ක්‍රීන්ෂොට් එකක් ගන්න පුතා මේ ලියා ගන්න බැරි වුණා නම් මම එවන්නම් මේ ටික බය වෙන්න එපා. හරි. So shall I share the screen? First of all, in your tute, in your foundation course, we have several compounds. When make compounds ටික ලියවද කියලා බලන්න. In your foundation tute, introduction, paper 1. Okay. This foundation course paper 1. Okay, just wait. Yes. So I'll be giving some compounds. मैंने मेरे के time discuss करना है दाने. So I'll be giving several minutes. Okay, 2 minutes, 3 minutes to complete this. उतार मैं इतना मैं क्या बोलते हैं करला दिया नहीं केला. So please complete this work. I'm discussing it now. Write the chemical formula. Write the chemical formula. I'm going to discuss this now. Definitely will be conducting physical classes when the government approval is applied. Okay. मैं यहाँ लगता है ना physical classes करना होती क्या? I think अभी physical classes April first week start कराना पुलवांग वेग होता है. Physical classes April first week, second week, third week ना कितनी और उधर नहीं. और उधर से physical class निमाड़ भी था. Definitely will be conducting hybrid classes. Okay, physical plus this online method. Okay. Write the chemical formula, beryllium chloride. So shall we discuss? Aluminium oxide, aluminium hydroxide, calcium phosphate. Okay, please write it soon, Putha. Okay, man, questions ටිකක් discuss කරන්න දැන් ලියා ගන්න බැරි වෙච්ච අයට ගෙදරදී කරන්න පුළුවන්. මොන බලන්න පුතා ඉගෙන ගන්න විදිය හරි. මොන මම පළවෙනි කියලා දෙනවා මේ විදියට ඇඩැප්ට් වෙන්න. මේ A levels වලට ඕන විදිය. O levels වලත් පුතාලා ෆෝමියුලා ලිව්වා. මම දන්නවනේ. ඉතින් පුතා A levels වලට එහෙම හරියන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක මදි. හරි. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක තව පොඩ්ඩක් ඇඩ්වාන්ස් වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඉතින් ඔක්කොම හරියට ගන්නලා තියෙනවා පුතාලට but ඒක පොඩ්ඩක් ඇඩ්වාන්ස් වෙන්න. හරිද? මෙන්න මෙහෙමයි ලියන්න. So if you are writing beryllium chloride, should write first beryllium 2 plus and Cl minus. The relevant cation and anion you have to write. Then interchange the valencies. Get this 1 here and put this 2 here and write it together. BeCl2 is the compound. Okay. So beryllium chloride you are writing like that. Interchanging the valencies. If the valency can be cancelled, you have to cancel. I think you know basic rules. So the next one, aluminium oxide. What is the formula of aluminium oxide? Aluminium means Al3 plus. Isn't it? Oxide O2 minus. O2 minus. So what is the formula? You get this 3 here and put this 2 here. And then there is Al2O3. Al2O3 is aluminium oxide. Clear? Ammonium hydroxide. Okay. What is the valency of ozone? Formula is O3. Okay. Ozone is a compound. It's not an ion. What is the valency of O2? So in O2 it's a compound. Valency we are writing for ions. Okay. Ozone is O3. There's no valency for O3. Okay. If the oxidation number you are asking, oxidation number is 0. So for O2 the oxidation number is 0. Okay. For aluminium we can't write any valence. Aluminium 3 plus is the valence is 3. Okay. concepts aluminium oxide. Ammonium hydroxide. How to write ammonium hydroxide? When you are writing ammonium, write NH4 plus. When you are writing hydroxide, OH minus. Okay, then just cross this. Okay, you get this 1 here and put this 4 here. This is ammonium hydroxide, NH4OH. Number 4, calcium phosphate. Calcium means calcium 2 plus. Phosphate means PO4 3 minus. Write oxygen capital. If you are writing simple oxygen, it's incorrect. Here, calcium phosphate. So then interchange the valencies. So that is Ca3PO4 twice calcium phosphate. Okay. Calcium phosphate. Magnesium chromate. Okay. Calcium phosphate. Aluminium nitrate. Aluminium. So aluminium means Al3 plus. Nitrate, NO3 minus. Aluminium nitrate. Okay. Aluminium nitrate. So that is when you are writing the formula AlNO3. Okay, we get this 3 here and put this 1 here. AlNO3 thrice. We have to use a bracket. We have used a bracket when we are writing the formula because it's a radical. If you're just writing 3 here, that will be 33. Okay. So then aluminium nitrate like this. Okay. Aluminium nitrate. Yes. So then, as this is the first day, I won't be discussing the complete tute. So please complete the tute first, second, third. So in the next session also, I'll be selecting some areas and discuss. Okay. So my next point is balancing equations. අන්න බදා පොඩ්ඩක් අහගන්න මට තව විනාඩි 5ක් දෙන්න. අපි බලමු equation balance කරන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා. අන්න පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න equation A levels වල balance කරගන්න විදිහ. Now here, when you are balancing a certain equation, the very simple example, KClO3. KClO3 is converted to KCl plus O2. How to balance this equation? You are following the inspection method. So see the left side and right side. The space is at the left side and right side. Now here, okay. Yes, I'll be sending this formula. Okay, මම ටියුට් එක ඔක්කොම එවනවා පුතා. අද අපි අර introduction session එකනේ කරන්නේ. මම ඒක නිසා formula sheet එකයි මේ ටික ඔක්කොම පිළිවෙලකට එවනවා. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ group එකේ සමහර අයට මේක hard copies උත් මම දුන්නා. Institutes වලින්. ඒ නිසා ඒව collect කරගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ issues මට WhatsApp එකේ කතා කරන්න මම කියන්නේ. හරි? අද අපි අර introduction session එක නිසා අද අපි university courses subject එක ගැන අපේ foundation course එක ගැන ඔක්කොම discuss කරනවා overall. ඊළඟ දවසේ ඉඳන් අපි foundation course එක ඉවර කරලා atomic structure එක discuss කරනවා. හරි? පොඩ්ඩක්වත් බලන් ඉන්නේ නැහැ first unit එක start කරමු. ඔබ ඒ කියපු time එකට මම ඉවර කරන්න එක. clear? okay. මට මේක balance කරන විදියක් කියන්න. මම method එකක් ගන්නවා. හරි? ඒකයි මම කියන්නේ. Now here one potassium, here it's one potassium. One chlorine, here one chlorine. In when you are doing all levels, you have balanced. Taking this 3 to 2, 6, and then taking this 2 to 3, that's 6. You are making this number to 6, at least common multiple. But without making that, we can balance. See here how I am balancing. Okay? One potassium, one chlorine, one chlorine. Here 3 oxygens. So shall I make it 3 here? It's not balanced. Yes, because here 3 oxygens, and here 3 times 2, it's 6 oxygens. How to balance it? There's a specific method. When I am writing 3 here, why it is not balanced? But I method in 3 become balanced by nothing. Because 3 into 2, it becomes 6. So can you do like this? Erasing that? No, so then we are keeping it. Okay, we are keeping it. How to avoid that multiplication? Now 3 was multiplied by 2. How to avoid it? How to avoid it? What you can do? Not just making 6. How to avoid that multiplied by 2? 3 is multiplied by 2 and it becomes 6. So how I want to balance? How I have to balance this? Any answers? Put a bracket. Yes, any more answers? Okay. Even when you are putting a bracket, it will be multiplied and it will become 6. Multiply the other sides by 2. Okay, that is not the exact answer. Keeping here as 1 and here as 1, we can balance. Make a 1 balance කරන්න පුළුවන් පුතා. Okay, මෙච්චරයි point එක. Now when you are writing 3 into 2, it became 6. 3 was multiplied by 2. So in order to avoid the multiplication, you can do very simple thing. You can divide it by 2. Okay. So can we keep fractions in equations? Sure, no issue. This is balanced. Okay. But generally when we are finalizing equations, we can remove fractions. So how to remove fraction? When you are removing the fraction, you have to multiply all the terms by that denominator. So the hammer term එකක්ම මේ denominator එක multiply කරලා අපි denominator එක remove කරමු. Okay, but this answer is correct. No issues. Okay. So then you are getting, when you are multiplying all the terms by 2, okay, you get 2 KClO3 and 2 KCl plus 3O2. Is it clear? That means you are multiplying this one by 2, this 2 and this 2 is cancelled. And here you are multiplying by 2, here you are multiplying by 2. Is it clear? That's the point. But in A level, we need a certain mechanism. And now see this one. Okay. Then make a balance. Aluminium plus oxygen. It is converted into Al2O3. Now how to balance this one using that method? මේ වගේ balancing ටික ටියුට්ස් එකට දාලා තියෙනවා. මේ method එක practice වෙන්න. නැත්නම් මම දන්නවා මේක 6 වලට නම් ගොඩක් ලේසියෙන් balance කරන්න පුළුවන්. But in A levels, we have to practice methods. Inspection method. Now Al2, here we can write 2. Then, now here 2 oxygens and here 3 oxygens. Okay. Here 3 oxygens and here 2 oxygens. How to take it? So when we write 3 here, what will happen? 3 into 2, it becomes 6. Why it became 6? It was multiplied by 2. Ne? So if we can erase this, that's balanced. Ne? Without make erase balanced, but we can erase like that. So it was multiplied by 2. In order to avoid that multiplication, divided by 2. Now 3 over 2 means 1.5. So 1.5 into 2 means 3. So that's balanced. Okay, very good. So practice this method. මම O level එකම උගන්ලා වැඩක් නෑ නේ පුතා. අපි advanced level එක උගන්වනවා. ඒක නිසා ඔයගොල්ලෝ චුට්ටක් variation එකක් තේරෙයි. මේක ටික ටික adapt වෙනවා. බය වෙන්නේ. හරි. කොහොම හරි ඔක balance කරන්න නේද ඕනේ. එහෙම නෙවෙයි. අපිට තියෙනවා methods උගන්වන්න. මොන බලන්න. හරි. Then you remove this denominator and you can multiply all the terms by 2. Right? So then you will be getting for aluminium plus 3O2 is converted into 2Al2O3. Like this. Okay? 2Al2O3. Okay. Right? Now going to equations දෙකක් දෙනවා පුතා balance කරන්න. මේ විදිහට equations දෙකක් දෙනවා balance කරන්න. ඒ equations දෙක balance කරලා අපි session එක ඉවර කරමු. හරිද? ඒ නිසා මට තව විනාඩි දෙකක් දෙන්න. පොඩ්ඩක් ඉතින් අර finish කරන්න ඕන නිසා තමයි මේ වෙලාව ගත්ත පොඩි power cut එකකුත් තිබ්බා නේද අපිට නේ. හරි. ඊළඟ දවසේ එහෙම වෙන්නේ නැහැ. වෙලාවට පටන් ගන්නවා. වෙලාව ඉවර කරමු. හරිද? හොඳයි. එතකොට පුතා මෙන්න අන්තිම දෙක. මේ දෙක balance කරන්න. හරි. Aluminium with sodium hydroxide in the presence of water forming sodium aluminium plus H2. මට මේක balance කරන්න ඕනේ inspection method. හරි. inspection method. Okay. The third example. ඒ උටගේ මේක ඔක්කොම තියෙනවා. හරි. දැනට මට මේක balance කරන්න. Third example මෙන්න fourth එක මම මෙතන උඩින් ලියන්නම්. C4H10 plus O2 converts to CO2 and water. Okay, butane. So try to balance it using this method. Okay, the fraction method. Okay, fraction method. මම අද උගන්වන method එකෙන් balance කරා. මම formula කියලා දුන්නා balancing කියලා දුන්නා. ටිකක්. හරි. වගේ එක එක parts ගන්න. දැන් simplifications ටික කරන්න maths පැත්තෙන්. ඔයගොල්ලෝ mathematics වෙනම course එකකුත් කරන නිසා මම ගොඩක් maths කරන්නේ නැහැ. but මට chemistry වලට ඕන maths ටික මම කරනවා. හරි. මේක මට balance කරලා දෙන්නේ inspection method. එවන්න පුළුවන් ද ratios ටික පුතා. chat එකේ එවන්න මේ values ටික. values ටික එවන්න ඔක්කොම එවන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. හරි. like 2 3 3 2 1 likewise. In the first equation put 3 over 2 in front of hydrogen. Very good. Very good. So what is that? මේ බලන්න. That's 1 aluminium. පුතා මම මේ aluminium එක balance කරනවා. 1 aluminium. Here 1 aluminium. We have to start with the species which is available in the lowest amounts. අඩුවෙන්ම තියෙන amounts වලින් තමයි අපි start කරන්නේ. බලන්න පුතා මේ දෙපැත්තම aluminium තියෙන එක place එක විතරයි. Here and here we can balance. On a sodium. Here and here we can balance. Is it clear? Then on the ඊළඟට focus කරන atom එක තමයි oxygen. Here one oxygen, here one oxygen. That means in left side we have 2 oxygens. Check කරන්න. Aluminium balance, sodium balance. Already balanced. Actually oxygen is also balanced. 2 oxygens. Then with the balance වෙලා නැත්නම් මොකද්ද? Hydrogen. So here 2 and here 1. Okay. Actually hydrogen is not balanced. So we have 3 hydrogens in our left hand side. So how to balance 3 hydrogens? So in your right hand side also you have to have 3 hydrogens. So then you can write 3 here, but you know when we are writing 3 it's multiplied by 2. So that's 3 ලිව්වම මොකද වෙන්නේ? 3 එක 2 වලින් multiply වෙනවනේ. So 3 into 2 it becomes 6. So how to avoid the multiplication? Very simple. Okay. මේක erase කරන්න එපා. හරි. What you can do in order to avoid that multiplication, divide it by 2. So 3 over 2. Okay. 3 over 2. This is chemistry. This is A-level chemistry, chemical balancing. Clear? So then in order to remove this 2, we can multiply all the terms by 2. Okay? So අපි අන්තිමට 2 එක අයින් කරන්න හැම term එකක්ම 2 වලින් multiply. තල equations වල දානවා. So here 2 2 2 2 and then when we are multiplied from 2 this is cancel. Clear? So 3 over 2 means 1.5. So use that method and balance this. Balance this. That's the final equation. I'll be finishing from that. Okay. That's the balanced one. So C4, 4 carbons. Okay. So here we have right 4. Balancing carbons. Hydrogens. 10 hydrogens. So when you balance 10 hydrogens, it's 5. Then how to balance oxygens? Have you balanced the oxygen? What's the number here you are taking? Okay. What's the number here you are taking as a fraction value? Okay. බලමු අපිට පුතාලා answers එවලා තියෙනවා. ඔව්. එවන බලන්න මම ඒකේ answers එවන එක නම් එහෙම කියනවා. Oxygen ගෙවන්න. What's the fraction here? Oxygen. And you're balancing. Okay. Yes. Linali, you have sent the answer and that answer is correct. Okay. That answer is correct. Very good. So, yes. Dulran. Okay. I think the name is correct. Okay. Kivindi. Setuli. Okay. So let's see. I have received several answers. Okay. So other ones you can try. Try करना पड़ता है किसी प्रश्न में. You can try. Yes, everyone answers. Now India. Okay. Iran. Menura. Okay. Yes. Mega. Dulshan. Mega Dulshan. Dulnet. Okay. I need just only the value of oxygen. Okay. Yes. So that's the oxygen equation. And tell me the fraction. Now you can see carbon is balanced. I have balanced carbon. I have balanced hydrogen. Okay. Is it 3/2 or is it 5/2? Is it 13/2? Okay. We are product hemming කියලා දෙන්න. හරි. let's see පුතා. ඊළඟට තවත් ගොඩක් slow කියලා දෙන්න. හරි. මේ 4 carbons and here 4. 10 hydrogens, here 5. Why we are writing 5? Because the hydrogen is multiplied by 2. When you write 5 into 2, then here you have 10 hydrogens and 4 carbons. Then collect the oxygens from this side. Oxygens to collect කරන්න මෙහෙමයි. Now you have carbon dioxide. In carbon dioxide, in front of carbon dioxide, you have 4. What means by this? This means you have 4 carbon atoms and how many oxygen atoms? Now you can see in one carbon dioxide, you have 2 oxygen atoms. In one carbon dioxide, you have 2 oxygen atoms. So in 4 carbon dioxides, you have 8 oxygen atoms. Methanol oxygen atoms 8 තියෙනවා. Okay, you have 8 oxygen atoms. I mean here. So in water, how many oxygen atoms? In one water molecule, there's 1 oxygen atom. Okay, in one water molecule, there's 1 oxygen atom. In one water molecule, there's 1 oxygen atom. So when you have 5 water molecules, okay, you have 5 oxygen atoms. Okay, you have 5 oxygen atoms. Is it clear? So the total number of oxygens is 30. You have 13 oxygens. Is it clear? So the oxygen is 13 13 oxygens. You have 13 oxygens. So 8 plus 5 is 30. 8 plus 5 is 30. So when you are writing 13 here, you can here mention it as 13/2. 13/2. Because if you are writing 13, okay, so just writing 13, 13 into 2, it becomes 26. 13 into 2, it becomes 26. So then keep 13/2, then it's 30. Because the 13 and 2 multiply with 26 only, we just want to get 30. Okay, so then we can write 13/2. 13/2. Yes, අනේ විදිහට තමයි පුතා අපි මේක බැලන්ස් කරගන්න. ඉතින් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මම හරි ගොඩක් කන්ග්‍රැචුලේට් කරනවා. ඔයගොල්ලෝ බැලන්ස් කරපේවට ගොඩක් try කරා, questions වලට උත්තර දුන්නා. හුඟක් හොඳයි. මහන්සි වෙලා අහගෙන හිටියා. ඉතින් අපි හිතුවේ නෑ ඔයගොල්ලෝගේ first session එක මෙහෙම කරන්න වෙයි කියලා. හරි. but අපි කොහොම හරි ඒක කරනවා. ඉතින් අපි ඉක්මනටම physical class පටන් ගමු. අපිත් එක discuss කරන්න. ඉතින් class time එක මම පොඩ්ඩක් අන්තිමට කියන්නම්. So that is Friday. Okay. Friday. හරි. එතකොට මම මේ වෙලාවේ session එක අපි end කරන්න හදන්නේ. හරි session එක end කරන්න හදන්නේ. ඉතින් හැමෝටම thank you. ගොඩක් ඔයගොල්ලෝ මහන්සි වුණා. ඉතින් අනිත් යාළුවන්ට කියන්න මට උදව්වක් විදිහට. හරි. මම කියන එක ඇහෙනවා ඇති. මම කියන වීඩියෝ එක චුට්ටක් පේනවා අඩුයි. හරි. but හැමෝටම thank you. ඔයගොල්ලෝ ගොඩක් thank you. හැමෝටම messages එවනවා. හැමෝටම හරි. මට වෙන වෙනම thanks කරන්න විදිහක් නෑ. මේ ඉතින් පුතාලා අපි ඉස්සරහට හොඳට කරගෙන යන්න.
ලෙසන් එකේ ඊළඟ දවසේ නම් ඔබට ගොඩක් බලන්න වෙයි කෙමිස්ට්‍රි මයින් ගොඩක් ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක තමයි කියන්න තියෙන්නේ. පුතාලා පරිස්සමෙන් ඉන්න. wishing you all the very best. Okay, stay safe. හොඳයි. බයන්න එපා. දිගටම අනිවාර්යෙන් හොඳටම තේරෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ නම් අහන්න දෙයක් නෑ. මගෙන් තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් ඔයාලට වෙන පහින්වත් තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. මම ඒක ගැරන්ටි කරනවා. හොඳයි. හරි. එහෙනම් පුතාලා මම සෙෂන් එක එන්ඩ් කරන්න හදන්නේ. පරිස්සමෙන් ඉන්න පුතාලා. Okay. So I'm going to stop the session from here. Thank you very much. Okay.